Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 23rd Rewind Gaming 3v3 Weekly. And we've just had a little look at the brackets, guys, and it's an absolute great tournament tonight. We've got so many good players turning up. My name's Digital Bacon. Tonight, I'm joined by Switchblade Jay. How are you doing, Jay?
I've been doing great. I wasted my entire day watching Counter-Strike tournaments, so it couldn't get any better. And of course, like you said, this bracket is looking absolutely incredible. I'm actually looking forward to a lot of the matches, particularly our first one, which, we'll get to that in a second. First, I actually kind of want you to talk us through what we're going to be seeing today and kind of the matches that we're looking towards in particular. So, I mean, let's just walk ourselves through the teams and get ourselves familiar because, like you say, this is a pretty damn good bracket.
Yeah, definitely. We've got returning champions. We've got great top grand champions. We've got it all. We've got Aurora there. We've got Bread. Bread, of course, had won many a time before. Neon getting carried. That's Neon Remix. Bob Skywalker of Money Talk. Great stuff from them. Cunning Stunts, which is old Hampsty, Beatos, and Steve Blood. Almost BS, but not quite. That's God's. I always get his name wrong. Godsmiller, Burrito Beat, and Arcana. A couple of guys from Bittersweet there. We've got Team Shazoo signing up. We Like Coconuts, which is Sapphire, Ixo, and Isaac. Habis, Team Eternal, who we're about to see. These guys should be able to put on a good fight against Alelele, which is Trox, Comfo, and Demphis. Great guys there. Love Trox around here. He is a great supporter of the Rewind gaming community. We've also got Blues Clues, who I casted earlier over on PRL. That's Tipsy, Nitro, and Nebrax. Expect those guys to go far. And of course, we've seen a couple of little up-and-comers like We Them Ball Chasers, which is Willem Killer, Reina Zaful, and Daniel PDF. Expect a little dark horse in them. I'm just going to say it now. I know the lads, and they can sometimes just put on a great show. But of course, guys, tonight's prize pool is crowdfunded by you. Over on Matcherino, you can do exclamation mark Matcherino to get that on up and get a $3 donation from using the code RGAnimus. Over there, just a $3 donated towards the prize pool. Does not cost you a thing. And, it helps go towards that $45 to pay for just, the entertainment tonight, giving the players a little prize to go for. And of course, anything over the top of that will go into future further goals, which you can see on the site as well. Make sure you come follow us on Twitter. It's at RL Gaming, is it? Or is it Rewind RL? I can't remember. I'm sure it's Rewind RL. Yeah, thinking about it now. And of course, make sure you drop a little follow here on Twitch or a sub if you're ever so kind. But I can see the players are starting to join on in. We're just going to go to a little break before this kicks on in. Welcome back, guys. And King Cryptics, he's on in. That's the last guy for Team Eternal. So we've got the full roster now. Now, Jay, you're new to Rewind, aren't you? This is your first time casting over here.
Yep. This is my first time casting for Rewind, not my first time casting Rocket League, as you know. But, I'm not too familiar with these teams. So, you're going to have to kind of walk me through sort of like the specifics of these guys. And I did want to ask before we actually get started, because we're almost ready to get into this one. Predictions. Where do you think it's going to run?
predictions. We got Belalé, which there's some good guys, and we've seen these players play before. But unfortunately, actually, Team Eternal, I've heard of them, but I've never seen them play. So this is going to be a good one for me to watch. And good for you guys at home, because it's quite often the case of smaller tournaments like this over at Rewind, where you get the up-and-coming teams where they're trying to form together, and it's going to be great stuff to see here. Got Gonfo going up against King Cryptix now. Memphis taking it off to the corner. He's going to try and swing us around to the center. That's a good clearance here from Galaxy. Troxic picking it up against the wall. Galaxy just leaving that as it's Nebula, is going to be able to pick that one up. Gonfo going forward, trying to get us past Galaxy. He does. That's over to Demphis, and that's just going up into the top left corner. Demphis with the first goal.
Oh, that's tragic as well, because King Cryptix seemed like he had a good angle to try and defend it, but he just didn't commit to it until it was far too late. In that case, it will be opening goal for Blelele. Going to open things up within the first 30 seconds of the matchup. So, not a great start from Team Eternal. And once again, it looks like Blelele are going to try to see if they can take control. Troxic up front, as is Galaxy, trying to feed it on through, but the setup is off the backboard, and it looks like a Dentrovis is going to go for another shot here, but not entirely. Gonfo will come back around. Dentrovis actually with a debt, which is going to cost them big time. Double commit comes through, and they overcommit. Too aggressive in this case. And once again, the defensive is just weak from the orange side of the court. 2-0 in favour of Blelele.
Great little touch there from Gonfo to pass it on back to his teammates waiting in the centre. Demphis, he's only 45 seconds into this game, and he's got 2 goals to his name. These guys are really looking to pop off.
Back in once again, Troxic looking to try and take control. Gonfo feeds it off the pass and backboard. No one there to receive it just yet, although he may have sent it up for his teammates. King Cryptix should be able to get it right back out. Troxic will be there for the defensive anyway. Doesn't entirely need to. It is a little bit too high. In this case, it does go over to their favour. Blelele trying to take control and feed it into another shot. Disrupted by Galaxy and followed up by King Cryptix, who look to try set up their own little shots. They're having a couple of difficulties getting control of this one, actually. So, hey-oh, Troxic challenging, as is Gonfo. Misses set up the third player, Dentrovis, trying to go for some sort of awkward shot, but again, he's just not finding it in this case. He will feed it back around. Galaxy there to defend it, and no shot will come in just yet, no setup just yet. They still have got full control of this one. It is so far into the orange side of the pitch.
I'm loving these ambitious plays here from Belalele. And I love that name as well. Trox is always giving us casters a little bit of a run for our money of how we can pronounce the names. And it's just a great bit of humour over here on Rewind. Like we said earlier, come join the Discord. It's always great stuff, especially great goals like that from Gonfo. Taking that pass and just getting it in the goal.
Just followed it right around off the pass from his teammate, and the overcommitment from the Eternal, the Eternal side is exactly what cost them in this case. 3-0 favour of Blelele, favour of Trox's little nice named team. I have to admit, that's pretty good. And now it looks like Trox, the man himself, is going to try to see if he can take control. Gonfo off the feed, backboard, double tap it. No, not going to quite be there. It's not like he's too on angle, but could have set something up for his teammates. 2 players holding back, ready to defend if necessary, as we are approaching the halfway point of the first game here. Tapped it. Still no shot coming on through. Dentrovis taking control. Good shot, followed up by Gonfo, who's not quite going to get anything set up, a little bit too far to the left field, but halfway point still on the board. It's 3-0 favour of Blelele. Eternal still have a little bit of work to do, and they actually might set up a good shot right here, centered. No one there to receive it, no one there to try one through. King Cryptix seemed like he had a good setup there, but a little bit too far to the right-hand side, a little bit too far off angle.
Yeah, it's got to be the first game nerves of the day, because remember, guys, this is only round 1. So each of these teams are just trying to figure out how to play and get into the swing of things. You've got to get a bit warmed up. It takes a couple of rounds, a couple of games before you just hit your stride and really get out strong. But Trox, Gonfo and Demphis are looking really ambitious here. If they keep this up, they'll be able to find the connections they need. Just, tighten those screws and get those really good goals. And they're really trying to, It's great stuff to see.
This defensive as well looks kind of awkward from the Eternal side. It seemed like players are rotating very, very slowly. In this case, they've got such an aggressive hold, barely held it together because of Gonfo's own awkward shot coming in very close range from the right-hand post. And now Blelele still with lots of control. Looking to try to see if they can feed this up once again. Dentavis with control, gets it right past two players. Troxic there, the receiving towards the corner now. Backboard set up, not going to quite land it right there. Oh, Galaxy, not like this! Perfect defender, how on I look at it as well! That commit! And what on earth did I just witness? Dentavis does get the debt on through and try to see if he can take control, feed it up to Trox and get a shot in, but that was absolutely ridiculous coming in from Team Eternal.
Yeah, that was definitely a spicy play, keeping everyone on the edge of their seats, everyone not knowing what on earth was going on. But we're going to see Gompho here try and get it on out. He's got it past two members. He's just got Galaxy who gets in the way. Memphis there, wonderful stuff, just being able to block it on out, keep his team there. But all that's going on in Nebula with the first goal for Team Eternal.
And unnecessary as well. You can see how far off he took that shot straight into the corner. It was actually Dentavis who put it into the back. And now he's just trying to feed it away. I guess he was trying to see if he could just take it around the town and bring it back into contention in the center of the pitch. But in this case, he put it into the back of his own goal. So that's going to be one for Team Eternal. But they've got to find at least two more in the next 40 seconds. So they've got to be quick setups and quick goals that come on through. One man still back to defend. Trox will get it out of control and try and follow it up for another shot of his own. Gontho trying to receive, but not going to happen. Galaxy with a bicycle hit. That's high contention. King Cryptics will get it back out the way. And Dentavis is still trying to set something up. Very high close. That's going to be a shot, and no one.
Oh, sorry, Jay, but blooming hell, how did Dentavis be able to read that? He's just easily able to see that wide open goal and just go straight for it. Like I said, these ambitious plays from Belalala, it just really paying off for them today.
Yeah, very good stuff right here. And in this case, Blelele look to try it and close it out. 4-1, there's 10 seconds on the clock. So for Team Eternal, this is all going to be a lost cause. They'll have to go to the next game, see what they can try and pick this one up. Because, well, it looks very likely. I think actually it's very much possible, just doable at this point. That Blelele will have themselves that goal. One more for the road, maybe. No, backboard, Trox. Nah, not going to find it in this case. 4-1 will be the score line of the first one. Score line. Wow, these tongue twisters, dudes. Take game one.
I love it. It's a good name to get behind. But yeah, like you said, Belalala taking it 4-1, absolutely dominating that first game. And it was great stuff to watch. Memphis there with 3 goals. He's got himself a hat-trick. Him and Gompho are working off each other. In Trox, we didn't see much from him. I want to see more. But he was just sitting there. He was the defender. He's just being an anchor. He wasn't needed as much. He needs Eternal to near enough try and attack more and counter both Gompho and Dempfis so that Trox can come on out. But at the moment, Belalala are in the driving seat. They're going to get all that boost and they're going to score all them goals.
Well, here we come, kickoff of game 2. Eternal need to find this one if they want to go through. Oh, not like this. Oh my God, Galaxy just rotated in time to get that goal back out of contention. But look at this, they're already setting themselves up on the left side. Dentvis already in straight up with a setup. Trox going to see if he can try and set something up of his own accord. Gontho also disrupting in the corner and setting it up as well, going for another shot. Double commit of the defensive, but it's right up in there. Once again, they can't defend against it. And 2 men try and jump in the way. That's not how it's going to go. Trox is going to take full advantage of that. Big mistake coming in from Galaxy and Cryptics.
Yeah, big commit there. Just double commit, not being able to get on in. And yeah, like you said, are going to completely capitalize on that. And these lads are having so much fun here on Belalala, being able to play some balls they never would otherwise, and it's great stuff to watch.
Here we come back in for... Oh, yeah, go on.
I was just going to go on to some play-by-play, but we're seeing Galaxy and Nebula now take this around the corner. Nebula trying to get that one back in, but he can't. And Galaxy is demoed, so that attack is going to be very lackluster now as we see Gompho taking this downfield. Dempfis to the backboard. Can Trox get this on round to the centre? No, he can't. It's going downfield as Dempfis accidentally gets the backboard hit towards his opponents, but nothing comes off it. He's a lucky lad there. Dempfis now with a good pass over to Gompho, but Trox jumping on in. It doesn't matter. Like I said, these lads are having great fun, and they're just looking so dominant now, aren't they, Jay?
Yeah, they can have fun and they can win it as well. They know where they stand, and they can't really. Well, I mean, there's very little chance that they'll be able to lose another contention right here. It seems like both their attack and defensive is so strong in this case. And look at this, the overcommit from all the players. And Trox had the perfect lineup, still messed it up, you know. It's chill, don't worry. They're 1-0 ahead, and they're 1-0 ahead, both in the match in the series. So here comes another setup coming in from Team Eternal. King Cryptics can't feed it right around off the back, but it is disrupted, and Gontho will try and set something up. 3-man commit to the defensive, and this time Trox will line it up and put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, Trox continuing on with this carry here, clearly. Is that just that hits on through it, and Trox is just going to get those vital points for himself to finish off that goal.
Team Eternal, some very weird sort of team comps in this case. So all three guys trying to see if they can get that one ball out. And look at this, no one's challenging this offensive. They were both out to the right-hand side. Trox, again, he just knows exactly how to exploit this. Gontho with the setup, Trox with the follow-on through alongside Dentvis. There it is, 3-0 before the halfway mark of the game.
I imagine the Bella guys are getting annoyed at Trox now. He's just gone and stolen 3 goals there. And he's just going to be having a way all the time. He's also trying to pull off quite a good maneuver there. Doesn't get it, unfortunately. But yeah, Trox on a hat-trick already, guys. And we're not even halfway in. Gontho trying another Tarzan swing, but just can't get it off. Mistimes the flip. Dentvis, good defense. Just be able to pick up now. He's got control. He's going to try and get this on over. Trox gets in the way. Not letting a teammate score. He's the only one that's allowed goals tonight. Gontho moving it up. Galaxy takes it to the side. Gontho trying to get us on over to Dentvis. Dentvis to the backboard. Can he get to the centre? Unfortunately not. And Cryptics taking it downfield. And Jay, looking at Element now, what do they need to do to just near enough turn the tables? These boys need to get a goal, don't they?
Yep, but in this case, Trox is going to score yet another one. That's 4 for 4 for the man. This is just looking more and more tragic by the second at this point. And again, down to the defensive, Galaxy just didn't really know what to do after he took that first shot out of contention. And from there, it all just falls apart once again. 4-0 up are the Blelele boys. 2 minutes still left on the clock. So a chance for Eternal, but as you say, they need to score some goals. They need to score 4 of them here, and they need to set things up right. But even their defensive isn't even looking that strong. Again, no one challenges that shot. Gontho, easy as, easy skins, easy life.
Yeah, Gontho there, going up one, just getting that goal. It's just playing it so wide, just getting it on target. A couple centimetres off to the right, and that would have been bounced out by the post. That's a good shot from the lad. Now we're going to see Nebula try and get this on out. Dentvis keeping this pressure going. Galaxy, big clear upfield. Trox having to stop that. Gontho's gone up to just try and take that away from the Eternal guys, but it's not happening. Trox trying to just get this out of the zone now. And Cryptics is on the ball. Dentvis and Cryptics both expecting the other player to hit, and they're both going for the block there. Trox hitting this downfield. Galaxy getting in the way. Gontho, Dentvis are both up. Dentvis pass over the centre, not to be received by anyone. Going to see Gontho here. Bit of a miss-hit, but his teammates are there to back him on up. Now, Jay, it is looking like such a dominating series now, isn't it, from Bella?
Well, I mean, they're 5-0 up. They've got 60 seconds left, so that's 5 goals that Team Eternal need to win now. And just look at the setups that they've really got going for them. I mean, it's just not looking good at all. And with Trox and Gontho setting up yet another shot, that might just seal the deal right there. There is no real chance that Eternal can bring this one back, try as they might. This looks like it's just going to be a very simple 2-0 for Blelele, who should pretty easily be able to go on into the next round, and they will be facing off against Manti K, I do believe. But we won't bring it that game. We'll bring another one in a little bit. But for the time being, another shot will come through. I'm not even surprised at this point. Like, this just, yeah, awful defensive coming in from the orange pitch. It's just not looking good here.
Yeah, the kickoff goal between Dentvis and Galaxy there. no one's staying back from Team Eternal, so that's just an open goal to be scored upon. And kickoff goals, they're hard, especially in that situation to save, but you need a man back at all times just in case that happens.
Oh, one more goal almost came out from Blelele once again. Dentvis trying to get it back out. And once again, control be granted to the Eternal side, but Dentvis once again being a little bit of a pain in their side. I mean, 20 seconds of the clock, you know, one more goal wouldn't hurt. And indeed, Trox is going to be the one to put it back in the back of the net. Could the 10-0 dreams still be alive for Blelele? I think that is the real question of this matchup at the moment, because Eternal have got 18 seconds to score 8 goals. It's not going to happen. I don't have. I vote of no confidence from me. This one's all Blelele.
Yeah, I think the dream is just for Trox to get a double hat trick. He's so close to getting it there, and this is a great. It's a great game for Blelele, and it's a great game for us that have been in the community for so long and know the team.
Oh, there we go!
Getting a goal, that and the firework goal celebration. That was actually a great shot from Galaxy. Taking it from the corner of his car, bounced it against the ground just to get on up, speedy fast into the goal. It was just way too late for Eternal to get on into this, as Blelele is going to take that a 2-0 sweep against Team Eternal.
I mean, they can go away with that much. We scored a last-second goal, so you know, pride in a certain sense. But either way, that was. I think there's no other way to put it. That was a very dominant stomp from Blelele. 2-0 easy as, and 8-1 in that last matchup. That was it was dominant. They'll go on to the next round. They'll go on to face off against ManTK, which might prove to be a bit more of a challenge for them, I think. Eternal definitely not so, but you know, hey, that's how it goes down. In this case, they are down and out for this week's cup.
Yep. And ladies and gentlemen, the next match we've got coming up for you is Team Bread versus the winners of Mave Esports or NA LOL. We'll be bringing that to you any minute now. But in the meantime, go get donating over on Match Arena. The link's in the chat. Use the free code RGAnimous to donate $1 at no cost to yourselves. Costs nothing. Gives these players a good little prize pool to work for. And it's great stuff. We'll be back momentarily. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we've had a little bit of a change of plans for the teams. We've now got JaGG, who we saw win last week against Toxic Rotso. And this is going to be a good one anyway. All the matches we have lined up are great this evening, and we're already kicking straight on in, aren't we, Jay?
Yeah, we were going to have a little bit of an analysis segment just talking about these two teams, talking about how the tournament's gone so far. But, hey, they're in the server, so we're ready to get started. Here we go. It's going to be on the blue side, JaGG, and up against, on the orange side, Toxic Rotso. Instantly in with the aggression coming in from Sugar, followed up to his teammate Flubsay. So both these two teammates just back and forth off each other, trying to see if they can set up a good goal, a little bit too far towards that centre line. But an open goal will come in to be defended barely by the rotation coming on through from the Toxic Rotso side. They'll still go for another shot right here. It's a little bit too far to the left-hand side. Sugar will be able to defend it anyway and get it back out of disruption. But a good shot comes in from Rotso, and Zedo is there to defend once again.
It's a lot of back and forth now. Just both these teams are just trying to find the back of nets. Aggression and then counter. It's quite easy ping-ponging. And that's the first demo. Rotso, Demo, and Sugar trying to take out that defender. It resulted in nothing. Sugar out to Zedo, starting this play, trying to get up over Rotso. Rotso sent it to the backboard. Flubsy getting blocked out there by Crow. And Saxon is leaving that down for Rotso to pick on up. Sugar's had a crack at it, but Crow is back in goal. Sugar another shot, and he gets it on in. The first goal a minute in, and it's scored by Sugar.
A minute in, and Sugar's currently become the man of the matchup right here. Good defensive, good aggression, and a solid goal right there. Gets it past the defensive line as they were discoordinated, reeling off the initial defensive. So 1-0 in favour of JaGG. Instantly in with that opening goal within 60 seconds. Now Zedo taking control, going to see if he can feed it in towards his teammates. Rotso's there to disrupt, and a little bit awkward coming on through here, but eventually orange side do take control. Toxic looking for a backboard setup, but not going to find it in this case. Flubsay's there to defend against it. He's going over towards the orange side, so Rotso's got to once again defend it. Did a good job of doing so once his teammates were in a bit of a trouble right here, but that feed round comes on through, and Zedo scores the second goal.
Yeah, Zedo there just taking complete opportunity of that pass from Sugar, knocking it off over Saxon's head and into the goal. Great stuff in there, great link up between Sugar and Zedo. And that's resulted in 2-0 to JaGG.
Well, Sugar looked like he was going to go for another save right there, but Crow able to take control, barely coming on through here, and Sugar rotates back around as well, feeds it off to Zedo, who may just follow up with another good setup right here. Tackled and disrupted. Oh, great shot coming in from Rotso to get it right back out. The fake double tap off the backboard. This is so close, but it's not quite on shot. A second shot comes in from Saxon, but it goes off the back of one of the blue players and manages to get in the goal off. Basically a technicality at that point, but it's still a goal nonetheless. Saxon scores the first for his team.
Yeah, Flubsay there, just the wrong place at the wrong time. Just not going to be able to do anything in that situation. He was not expecting the ball to come straight on down to him. That's 2-1 to JaGG. But Toxic, they're looking good. They're trying to get these attacks working. JaGG, they got the early start, but Toxic, they've just got everything to work up for now.
Here comes control once again from JaGG. However, still another setup coming in from Toxic, and Crow going for a shot. Not going to find it in this case. Sugar gets it out of his position, as does Rotso going for another shot as well. It's defended pretty nicely by Flubsay. But once again, just kind of playing ping pong with individual players and wrapping back around inside that left wall for the Toxic team here. Two players now. Crow setting up another shot off the backboard. Isn't going to find it in this case. His teammate in Saxon wasn't able to get there in time. A little bit off timing in this case, but here comes Crow. One more centre up shot. Could be a shot coming in from Saxon. No, Sugar's there to defend it. Gets it right back out. But this time it's actually Toxic holding up a lot of the aggression here and trying to set up their own individual shots, which could go handy. Could go for a shot right here. There is one coming in from Rotso, but it's defended by Zedo. But even so, it's not left the blue half of the court last just yet right here. We're into 2 minutes. It's still 2-1 up for JaGG. And one more sub will come in from the Orange boys, and there's no one there to defend it. Overcommitment to the corner leads it 2-2. We even up.
Yeah, JaGG just on defense the entire time. And after shot at goal, one's eventually going to go in, and there it was. Toxic just being able to equalize it on out against JaGG. That's 2-2.
And once again, another sub. Look at this. No one's there to defend it. Barely. Flubsay rotates in time. The defender gets the shot from Crow. But still, it's over in their side of the pitch. Sugar's got to get it out, but Saxon's still playing so aggressive, just trying to challenge him for it. Finally, they might set up a shot right here, but just as I said, Rotzo's already in to try and defend against it. Saxon, oh my god, that was a huge misplay, but barely gets it out and recovers it just in time because Zedo would have scored yet another goal for his team now. Rotzo going to try to see if he can feed it on through. There's no one there in the goal, so good thing he was tackled. Good thing Zedo got it right back out of contention just in time, and now his team went to set up another shot right here. Sugar with control, disrupted and sent back over the other side. Saxon with a setup, still not going to come on through, but Crow follows it up. Saxon there's Rutzo, and Rutzo's going to score himself another. It's 3-2, and this time Toxic will take control.
Yeah, great play there. Crow going off to the backboard, Rutzo following up. The GG defense thought that Saxon was going to just come off the wall and try and do something to knock it on down, but no. Toxic just completely catching GG off guard. The Toxic attack is just so strong, and these players are looking so good this evening. Like we said, GG, they've won here previously. So for Toxic, this is great stuff from them coming in.
Well held from them. 1 goal game at the moment here, and they've still got a bit of time. A good set up, a good shot could come on through, and they could even it up once again, and Zedo almost had that chance right there. Defended back by Crow. And Rutzo also going for another setup of his own right here. Disrupted, and Sugar will send it back. Follow it on through, but 30 seconds still left. Time's almost up. This could still be a chance for Toxic here. Sugar with a debt, trying to see if he can bring his team back into contention. And Zedo with a very good defensive with Rutzo so close range, as does Crow. Follow up with another shot, another setup right here. But there's Flubsy with the defensive, and now he's going to try see if he can feed it over to another setup. But even so, disrupted once again. Ping pong shot come through, backboard. Rutzu not going to be able to find that one right there. Crow comes back with one more bounce on the backboard. 6 seconds left, time's almost up, and now GG need to come in with a shot. They need to come up with something right here. Good shot. Rutzo's there to defend it. Zedo with another setup. Sugar's got to get it in the back of the net. No, it's not going to happen right here. He's down to his last teammate, the last line of defensive, but it's not going to come on through, and Toxic Rutzo will take game 1.
Yeah, Toxic Rutzo there, just coming out so strong. Going 2 goals down and just being able to completely turn it around. It's great stuff from those lads, and I can't wait to see more. Just being able to take on, like I said, a previous winner and just make it look so dominating after the first 2 minutes is really impressive stuff. GG, they've got to figure out how to respond now. They had 2 good kickoff goals near enough. Quite quick, but then Toxic just built up a bit of momentum and really got the ball rolling in their favor, and I can't wait to see more from them.
Indeed, this is anyone's game right here. It's not over yet, not by a long shot. Let's see if GG can bring one back right here. Flubsay with a great shot to feed it out to Zedo, and Zedo might try for a setup of his own. Right, rotation has to come in pretty quickly, otherwise this shot's going to go straight in, and indeed it will be able to do so. A 7-second goal for Sugar brings the lead immediately to the favor of his side.
Yeah, good read by Sugar there, just being able to see where that was going, and Crow just missing it. That's getting punished, and Sugar, he's got to be looking for more goals like that. GG, they need to be starting to work on these passing plays. That's what's getting them the goals. As we see Flubsy now moving upfield, Rutzo getting off over to the side, not making contact, so Saxon is coming on in. Rutzo, big powerful hit towards the goal, but Flubsy is there. Double commit here, but Zedo's going to keep on going forward. He's got Flubsay behind him. Sugar waiting patiently, diving on in. See Crow hitting on out. It's going down the field for Zedo to knock off to the side. Flubsay just got to go up. He's got to me. He's had a crack at the goal. That's going wide. Sugar's following on in, getting the second goal.
I do love the teamwork from the GG side. You saw how there are a lot of fakes coming in from Flubsy and Sugar, just trying to see if they can get that one goal to come on through and eventually just set something up for their side. And it did end up working. In this case, Sugar was able to work off of the 2 shots that came in from his teammates, and they will score themselves a second goal here, taking a 2-0 lead early on in the matchup. The Toxic Rutzo are not going to go out without a fight. They've got control, and it's going to be another shot coming in from Rutzo a little bit too far to the left. Won't be on point. Zedo with control. Sugar there will be there to back him up once the disruption comes on through from his opponent teammates. Good shot from Zedo, set up off the backboard, but not going to quite go into the back of the net. Sugar will challenge for a fake, and there's no one there to defend it. Oh no, not like this. And JarGG finally concede their first goal to Toxic Rutzo in a fashion that really shouldn't have been granted to Crow.
Yeah, Rutzo there, just going straight for the demo, not letting anyone get in the way of that play. I mean, Crow, you saw it. He went up, trying to get us up over, but it was not needed. That was a good little maneuver from Toxic to just be able to give themselves such a good opportunity for a goal.
And still JarGG in the lead, so I haven't got to worry about too much, but still could be a lot of contention. Remember, this was how Toxic Rutzo won the last match right here. Here comes Zedco with another setup to try and shoot it back in the back of the net. Not going to happen today. Now Sugar and Flubsy going to try to see if they can find something here. Indeed, Flubsy with the setup disrupted by Rutzo, but it is set it up so a shot can come on unless he can get it back out the way. Indeed, he will be able to get back out the box with a feed onto Crow right here. But here comes Flubsy with a shot. Sugar disrupting the goal. That was a bit weird. Maybe they're trying to fake it out so they didn't get control on the orange side, but either way it still goes to their favor. They will still gather that control. Flubsy will still challenge. Sugar will set up a shot a little bit too off angle, and Zedo also too far wide. 3 minutes still left on the clock here for JarGG. 3 minutes left actually for Toxic Rutzo to still even things up. More than likely here, goal. Still, this match is anybody's matchup right here. It still could go either way. Flubsy with a debt, and Crow's going to go falling as well. So Saxon just about comes on through to defend against it. Tries to go for a shot, but it's not going to happen. This one will happen though. Rutzo with a good shot, and Saxon there almost follows it up, but Flubsy rotates on through just in time to get it on the defensive.
Yep, a lot of great stuff coming out on both attacks. The defense just, it's a case of just being able to hold on out and then get the ball out of your side here. I'm not seeing that many goals, considering the amount of aggression and the amount of shots on goal. I can see it now. We've already had 6 shots from JarGG and 5 from Toxic. These guys, they're just trying to hammer away and just trying to chisel at that wall that is the defense and just create a little crack to go and capitalize on now. So we see Saken trying to go at the goal. Rutzo having a crack. Crow now sending it above, but Sugar's going to be able to send this on out to the corner. And Sugar's going to clear that one out.
This is what I was talking about as well earlier. Sugar has just been so on point in this matchup here. Every good shot, every good defensive, it's all been down to him. And now he may have to show up a little bit more. Crow and Rutzo looking like they're going to try something. Sugar there once again to disrupt and try to feed it back into his own teammates here. Back off of Flubsy, a little bit too far wide field for a shot, but still setup can come in from Zedo. Gets it off his opposing teammate. And Crow will look to try and take control. Indeed he does, but Sugar's rotated. He might try and set something up for Flubsy. He's holding back. He's ready to try and receive this. He's ready to try and put this one away, and indeed he will set her up. This is just so close to the box, but all 3 of these Toxic Rutzo players are just avoiding getting that ball centered up, avoiding letting it get into the box, but they're going to try to see if they can go for a shot there, and indeed Crow off the top bar manages to get himself a goal and finally even this scoreline for Toxic Rutzo.
Almost a repeat of last match. Crow's there, being able to equalize it on out. It's great stuff from Toxic. Just be able to completely recollect yourself after JarGG in the first minute and a half looked so strong, and then Toxic were able to just break down what their opponent are doing and then just find a way to work around it. So we see Saxon going forwards. He's going to try to drop this one down. Can't get the hit he wants. That's a good block there by Rutzo, just being able to let Saxon get on back. Flubsy versus Crow.
Oh! Oh my god! And that is a goal that could just seal it right there. We're in this territory of, well, any mistake could be your last here. And Toxic Rutzo may have thrown their chances out the window. They've got 49 seconds to make up a goal right here. But that is the kind of play that could tilt a team. Either way, they will come out swinging. Saxon with that first hit followed up. But I think that was Rutzo to try and set up a good goal. There's no one there to defend. They're all 3 challenging for control of the ball. Sugar could get it out to Flubsy. Flubsy can still get a good shot, but Rutzo is there to take control, and all 3 players will have to rotate from the JarGG side. Flubsy will get it off the backboard. Rutzo is going to try to see if he can get it back away. Shot coming in from Sugar. This could still be a chance. It's off the backboard still, and will get control back out towards his teammates. And there comes Zedo with another backboard shot. Could still tap it on through. Shot not missing. It's still not going to land right here. There's 16 seconds, and Toxic Rotzo cannot let this aggression get control of it right here. Flubsay now off on Saxon. Saxon with a defensive, and Zeta will come on through, try to see if he can set up another shot. 6 seconds, and they have to bring it to overtime. Toxic Rotzo, one more chance. It's not going to happen. Yes, it's going to happen. Rotzo scores it within the last second and evens it to 3-3. We are going to overtime in spectacular fashion.
Toxic Rotzo not going to let Judge EG take game 2. They're going to go to overtime. They want to take this in a sweep, and a buzzer beater of a goal is a great way to do that. Now we're going to see Zedo try and get this on around. He's just going to go straight on the attack. And Judge EG, that's where they've been strongest. Straight off the kickoff. That's where they're looking for the goals. Zedo, get it to the backboard. Sugar not being able to make connections. Zach.
Oh my God.
That can't go the whole way. No. Lubsy's going to stop that. Lingering over the goal. Ooh, Sugar getting out high. Zedo and Sugar both going up there. That's a double commit. We don't want to see that. Rotzo's got it up high. Sugar's going to be able to sort this on out now.
Starting to see a fleeting defensive from Judge EG. They're getting more and more aggressive as the match continues. They want to try and close this one out. They want to find that one gap in the fence. One shot right here. That could be it right there from Flubsay, defended by Rotzo. Zedo will still disrupt. Zedo will still keep it in the orange side of the pitch, and Sugar's there to receive. Gets it right back out. Crow's there. Will feed it on through. Not going to find the shot just yet, but it's down to one single mistake, one single good play, and Rotzo might find it. Sugar's there to disrupt. There comes Saxon off the backboard. Zedo's there to get it right back out again into the orange side of the pitch, and no one there's to defend. Fortunately, Rotzo does rotate in time to get it back out, and Zedo is, of course, once again just being a thorn in their side right here. We'll feed it up for one more shot. Sugar with the follow-up up to Saxon. We'll get it back out of contention. And even so, Flubsay, one more setup, Crow, one more defensive, and it's just back and forth between these two teams. Sugar might find it! He's not going to find it! Oh, that got so close, but he's going to go for one more shot. It's off the post. There comes Flubsay, and finally, they set it up correctly to get themselves that 4-3.
Yeah, Judge EG there, just looking for every opportunity, could down that half. They finally got it. Flubsay just coming on in. We're going to a game 3.
Good God, that is that is a match right there. That got very down to the wire with some very close goals and great defenses being held up. But eventually, Judge EG found themselves the gap in defense. They found themselves their way back in. They found themselves their 4-3. And like you say, it's 1-1. We're going to game 3.
We always get.
Don't tell me.
Don't. Disconnect you coming up on screen. Oh my God.
Server's down for maintenance. It just gave me a message.
Right. Poison, you can hear me, buddy. Why does this always happen on your tournaments? There's always one disconnect. Psionics have it out for you, don't they? Now, we've got to go create a quick little new lobby. Don't go anywhere. We're just going to quickly jump to a break for about a max of 30 seconds whilst we get this set up. And we're back, guys. Sorry for that little break there, but we're just waiting for the players to join back in. I just asked in chat, who do you think is going to win it? And it looked like there's a bit more favor towards Toxic Rutso here. And Jay, we've seen it. GG, they're good. This is a match that is really going down to the wire, isn't it? It's a 50-50. Both teams going head to head.
Indeed, this has been, well, a very exciting and very close setup for these two guys. I mean, like, just back and forth, so many great moments and so many great setups being put into play, and they're just keeping it right down to this wire. You know, this isn't like a case of, you know, some decent stomps or, you know, some very, like, you know, a back and forth series, but it's been back and forth games in this case. And for that last one, you know, it went to overtime. It was all just down to a small little flub in the defensive for the Toxic Rutso boys. That GG were able to bring this one back into contention. So, of course, we did have the server go down, so we're going to get back up into this in a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds time. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be close. It's going to keep going. I think it's going to go down to the wire for this third one. I mean, if it's anything like the last two, then I imagine that we're going to be here for, you know, at least another overtime. And, you know, overtime is definitely doable. You know, often these games seem to start off with GG going in with their initial advantage and Toxic Rutso coming back. But from there on out, it's very flustered. You know, you don't really know who's going to be able to take control of the match. You don't really know who's going to be able to hold their own. And you kind of have to rely on sort of like their big players. So guys like your Sugars and your Rutsos coming in and trying to feed up a good offensive and defensive. And once you see that coming on out, then we're going to be able to decipher who's really going to take that shot and who's really going to take that second, this third game right here. It's going to come down to this third game.
It's near enough a best of one now, guys. And I'd just like to take a quick moment to say a massive thank you to So Gaming and Troxito. 2 new subs, guys. It really helps out the Rewind gaming community here. Thank you ever so much. But just waiting for Toxic Rutso to get on in now. There they are. There's the boy, Rutso, Zaxen, and Crow. We're hopping on right into Team Spectate. We're going to get this match underway as we're going to see Zaxen going up against Zedo. And it's going to be a good one. We're currently waiting behind, getting those cameras looking beautiful. So we're waiting for it. Loving the chat already coming off from both sides. And let's do this. Zaxen versus Zedo. Obviously, he's going to follow on. He's got to go against Crow. Crow just getting the favor, but wonderfully done by Sugar there, just to be able to hop on in and cause a big disturbance there. See Zedo getting it on downfield. Can Flubsy get an attack? No, he can't. That's the left to just go on past, and Crow's got a big clear. Crow now following on down. You can see Zaxen go on for it. Crow not being able to make connection as that goes now wide. That's off to the backboard. Oh, Rutso nearly getting on him. Just couldn't get the touch where it was needed. Obviously hitting up into Sugar. Don't think he meant to do that, but it saved his bacon there. So now we're going to see Rutso take up in the air. He's going to have a crack towards the backboard, trying to send it on down. Zaxen is just going to be able to take it on past, but Flubsy is there. Crow versus Flubsy now. Crow getting a good solid block. Again, being able to send this on out.
Sugar now with control, might try set up a good block right here, but still not to come on through. Flubsy will take control, and if Flubsy had hit that shot earlier on, then that could have actually been a very early goal for his team, but this time GG are actually having a hard time scoring that early goal here. We're still 0-0, we're past the first 60 seconds, but Sugar will have another shot right here. It is disrupted and barely defended by Zaxen, sorry. Crow will feed it around, defended there by Sugar, and Zedo will go for another shot. It's beautifully done! And it will be finally the opening goal for GG.
Zedo there, feathering the boost. Great pass upfield by Sugar. But yeah, the feathering of the boost, just being able to get into the right position and make the best contact with the ball, send it up and over the Toxic defense. That's the early lead that GG are already known for. But Toxic, don't count them out yet. They can come on back into it.
I do not doubt it for 1 second. This has been one of the closest matchups so far. And it still could get even closer. Zedo, one more shot set up. Not going to find it in this case, but his teammates are, of course, there to back him up. Flubsy very, very close in. Rutso will try and see if he can get it back out of position, but Flubsy's there to be a pain in his ass. and Sugar will also be able to take control as a result. 3 minutes still left on the clock here, and Sugar will go for a good goal. Oh, Zedo from the off angle, almost got it in, but Flubsay also from another off angle, may be able to get it out onto Rutzo. He's going to be able to go ahead and defend it, and a third shot coming in from Zedo, and all three players commit to it. Fortunately for Toxic Rutzo, it doesn't come on through, but it's still got to be defended against once again, as they're going to ramp up their aggression on the JarGG side, and they're going to keep it in the orange corner right here. Sugar off the backboard, Rutzo there to defend it. Flubsay will still challenge, as is Zedo, keeping it in his opponent's side, but Crow and Rutzo may have some other things to say about it. Here we go, challenging. Here comes this same left-hand side setup of the goal of the JarGG side that we've seen Toxic Rutzo be able to use to ramp up the pressure against their opponents, but it's still disrupted. It's still taken control of by JarGG. Another setup will come in from Rutzo.
That's off to the backboard now. Oh, let's go in one. And Crow getting the goal. Toxic Rutzo, they just seem to be able to get a goal out of nothing. Like, just missing the ball there. The whiff came off, but Saxon was wonderfully positioned there. Just pick it up and keep that attack going. The pass over the Crow and into the back of net. That's some great stuff there.
See, one of the key things about that setup was the way that it was very easily executed. Once you had it off the backboard, the first person committed, the second player who was in the defensive tried to see if he could disrupt it and send it back away to the other side of the pitch. And once he missed that, that allowed a totally great opportunity for Crow just to land that goal. So from there, it's well set up from the orange side of the pitch. They know exactly what to do, and so does Zedo. He goes for another shot, and Flubsay will try and see if he can follow it on through. As he does miss, it's evens 1-1 from Toxic Rutzo in this particular case. They will try for some control. Crow in particular feeding it back towards his teammates in the box. And Saxon is there to try and feed into the corner. 1:30, we've still got lots of time. It still could be anyone's game, and Rutzo will try for another setup, but a little bit too far upside to get himself a goal. Saxon, however, could change that, and indeed, he will change it right there. It's 2-1. It's now favoured the Toxic Rutzo. They are in control of the matchup.
Great passing there from Crow, and just getting in the way of Zedo's trying to clear it and out there, and it's completely gone against him. Saxon, great reactions, just get up and get that ball into the goal. That's the first time we've seen Toxic Rutzo take a lead without it being within the last few seconds, the last half a minute. Can they keep holding on to this? We've only just got to find out. But JarGG, they've got to be hungry for another goal, and Zedo's going to try and get that up. Did not communicate very well with Flubsy though. But Flubsy, don't count him out. He's got the pass on over to Zedo. Zedo not being able to get on target, and that's gone wide.
Very close, but Sugar may follow it up. Backboard, Flubsay not going to find a good angle. Saxon, of course, is there to defend and disrupt, so he will not let it go without a hitch. Backboard setup coming on through. There's Rutzo with a shot. It goes past one, but not past the second, as it is defended against. And still, the Toxic Rutzo boys will try and take control. Crow with a setup, followed up by Rutzo once again. Sugar there to defend it before he even gets the shot on through. And now they'll try for another shot of their own. It's off to the right-hand side, excuse me. But still not finding it here. Rutzo over to Zedo. And Zedo will try and see if he can feed it back out to one of his teammates. Sugar and Flubsay still challenging, still going to be sure if you're going to get the defensive out. Zedo with a debt, and that actually shuts down Crow. That's the setup gone. That's now a little bit of a disadvantage for Toxic Rutzo for another extra few seconds. And speaking of seconds, there's only 10 left on the clock, so JarGG need to work up now. They need to find another goal. If one more goal gets scored right here, then this can still be the end. 3 seconds. Sugar, he's going to feed it back around towards the backboard. Can he still get the goal set up off the backboard? Flubsay's there to receive it, but I don't think he can get the goal in. Feeds it up. Zedo getting himself up on the aerial backboard once again. Sugar needs to score this goal now, but it's not on angle, and as a result, Toxic Rutzo will barely cinch themselves Game 3.
Going down to a 1 goal difference there, and really the ball was so close to the goal. It's so dangerous, but Toxic Rutzo just coming out on top, and JarGG, they fought so hard for that, but Toxic, they're going on through to round 3, and they were looking good. That was a great game, and that's only the second round of tonight's tournament. Like I said, guys, we've got so many good games coming up, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you drop the little follow button over on Twitch. If you're feeling very cheeky, keep that subscribe train going. We've got 2 tonight, and it's great stuff here. Poison is giggling like a little high school girl with glee in the background. You can't hear it, but we can. We'll be back in minutes with the next match. Welcome back, guys, and we're just going to be able to tell you a little bit of information about our upcoming match. We're going to have Bread, who we were meant to be seeing the last match, but, you know, a little bit of a delay, so we changed them over. But we're seeing them now. They made it on through to round 3, and they're going up against Team Shazoo. And Team Shazoo, they've been around the scene for a while. That is O'Neal leading them. He's joined by Derubi and Distan, so expect them to be showing up in full force. And yet, Bread always coming back. That's Mario Devix, Hoppo Tihoy. I always get his name wrong. I just call him Hoppo. And Packer. It'll be interesting to see what lineup they run tonight for this match, but it's going to be a good one. Now, what do you think of that last game there, Jay? It was so intense, wasn't it? It was so close. It was a great game to watch.
It was indeed. It was, yeah, as you say, very, very close, very, very back and forward. So you didn't really see any, real stops or any real moments where you thought to yourself, okay, well, this one's definitely going this way or that way. It was always constantly, what's the word? There's a word here to describe it. Very, very constantly up in the air. You know, you never really
always
kind of
in motion. It was
that's
always
it, yeah.
going.
It was.
Everyone was playing at full speed on those turbos, and just really making sure that they had 100% boost going around the pitch at all times. And yeah, the lads played their hearts out, but unfortunately, it's a single elimination knockout tournament. So Toxic were the ones to go through, and JadGG had to be knocked out, unfortunately. But I expect to see JadGG return and try and contend for the finals.
Indeed, they could be contenders. You know, I feel like they're definitely going to have a decent shout here. But let's move on to our next matchup, because we've got probably a few seconds to get some quick predictions in. Where do you think this match is going to go? Because we've got all 6 players on the server right now. We can get started very quickly. So, quick prediction. I'm going to go a 2-1 to Shazoo.
I'm going the opposite way, actually. 2-1 to Bread. The Bread guys, they keep improving. They keep getting better over time. And I'm hoping they really turn up tonight. But like I said before, Shazoo, they're an old team. O'Neal has been around the scene for ages, and I expect good stuff from them. Look at that. Full grand champs across the board. So expect some great stuff here, guys. So we're going to hop on over to Spectate and get this game underway. Kick it off for me, Jay.
Indeed, I shall. In the blue side of the court, we have ourselves some Bread, and on the other side, we've got ourselves some Shazoo. And instantly, straight out the gate, Bread will try to set up a good defensive. Oh no, it's home horribly wrong! 7 seconds in, they all commit to the aggression, and as a result, Druby gets himself a very nice open goal. That leads to the opener for his side.
Yeah, Bread's defense there just crumbled as Druby was able to just hit that upfield and into the goal. Great stuff from him, but that's just a short kickoff goal. That might take the momentum towards Shazoo, or Bread might just need that to get the fire started and kick them into overdrive. We'll see, as this is now moving on forward. That's lingering towards the goal and just goes off from the post. That is so close.
Oh man, it's really kicked up into gear now. Here they come back with another setup on the Shazoo side. It's gone past one, it's gone past the other. No, barely. Hoppo gets him back out of the way, and Devix will try and follow it through for another setup off the corner. Disrupted once again by Distan and Co. Now try to get themselves up for another shot right here. It goes right back in towards their goal, and they might just make the same mistake twice. No! O'Neal comes on through and barely rotates in time to defend it and get it back out away from their goal. We're past the opening 60-second marking. Already has been explosive out of the gate right here, and Shazoo may try for another setup right here. Hoppo going to feed it over to Devix eventually once they center things up, try to go for another shot, but O'Neill's of course there to defend it. This time he's not over-rotated, he's not over-committed, so now he may just be able to score another goal right here for his side.
Devix now picking it on up, trying to go for the aerial route, passing over to Mario. It's off to the side, Devix picking up, trying to keep this momentum going. Hoppo, send it off, trying to reach the backboard, trying to get a double touch. It doesn't really work now. O'Neill can't do much as it was in a dodgy situation for him. That's passing on out. Mario just contending against O'Neill. Ruby not being able to get a good touch, but O'Neill is able to follow on. Hoppo can try and get past Ruby. He does. Ruby coming out though. Great block from him. And I do see that Distan got the demo. That could be a big attack there from Bread, but Shazoo did wonderfully well to just stop it in its tracks.
Not the right positions being found by Shazoo here. Kind of struggling to find that second goal for their side. And they have some great openings, some great opportunities. That ball was distant there to try to line up that shot in front of the blue side court. But now not going to come on through here. Instead it's Hoppo that will try to go for a shot, and he barely misses against it. It's all down to Mario, but he's not going to be able to find it in his own right. A second shot comes in from Devix. It's too far to the right-hand side, and vice versa for Hoppo. Just can't find the right position. They just can't find that right angle. As we're now 2 minutes 30 down, 2 minutes 30 to go. Another shot will come on through, but just again, they're just not able to find it here. Every single defensive line is being held, and if not, the shots are just way too wide for the Bread side at this point in time. Mario taking control, as is Hoppo. Devix will rotate back, try to see if he can support them, but Distan's already got a setup set up for his side, and as does Ornell. Setting it up for a shot. Hoppo there, backing it up, and will beat over towards the teammate. Mario, again, just not really finding themselves anything too big here. A shot will come through, and it's defended pretty nicely, so both teams have kind of, stiffened up. They're kind of holding their own ground, and there's not really any major openings coming on through unless Distant can maybe set this up. Two-man committed to the defensive. Devix will try to go for another shot, but again, Ornell is there, and he is ready and waiting to defend.
Yeah, like you said, the defense from both sides is so strong. That's going to go back, and Devix finds the goal. Just gets it blocked out by Distant. Like we said, the defense here, the reading by the place is so good tonight. And they're just stopping out all these great advances from both Bread and Shazoo. So expect these games to be low scoring, but tons of shots are coming off. And really, Shazoo, they've only had one shot at goal, and it's resulted in the goal.
Oh.
But Bread, they finally found an answer to it after 7 shots on goal. They finally got one.
Check that out. Mario got a shot on the goal, and everyone had overcommitted. And that is a mistake you cannot afford to make if you are Shazoo. Bread now going to start seeing if they can try and ramp things up. Looking a little bit soggy to start things off, but here they've come back into it here. Minute to go. Hoppo with another setup, another shot coming on through. Does again defended against by Distant, and Mario a bit fed into as well. Just a back and forth ping pong game at this point. Let's see if they can try for another answer, another break, another gap in the fence at this point in time here. Distant with an aerial towards Devix and Mario. Both players will try and see if they can take control, but Distant's actually going to take control in a very different kind of way. Actually gets a debt onto Hoppo, which could be a gap in the fence. As I was saying earlier, could be a chance, but not going to come on through. A shot from Distant. He goes for the debt again. Here comes Druby, though. He might set something up. A little bit too far out. Hoppo's going to get it right back out, and they'll set it off for the backboard. O'Neill will get one more shot on through. Devix trying to see if he can defend it. Druby, a little bit too far, high up the crossbar. And 20 seconds left on the clock. They're even Stevens. This one could very easily go to overtime if they're not careful. Hoppo will challenge, as will Distant, and go for another shot on Devix, as does Druby. Set things up. Mario's there to defend it. Should be able to disrupt pretty easy, though. It's very close within contention. A good shot from O'Neill. Could put it in! No! Mario! Oh my god! It's barely going to get out, but still Druby's challenging. Still, he'll go for a shot, but barely. It is just not getting into the goal. Oh, that got terrifying there.
Yeah, as close as you can get there. It was on the line. You saw the little line from the goal, near enough the whole way in goal from the ball. Let's go through, and Hoppo just finding the crossbar there. This is real close stuff. Yeah, both teams just not being able to get it past that line. But again, great defense, but not there, as the Ruby's able to get the ball down the entire pitch.
Oh, Druby, once again, it all comes down to those big mistakes, those those small mistakes that just like, you know, you leave a goal open, you overcommit to a certain position, you overcommit to a certain setup, and then you just leave yourself wide open than everybody else. And as a result, that's what Shazoo used to close overtime out pretty quickly in this case. 2-1 in their favor. They shut the whole thing down and take the first game against Bred. They were, again, as I said earlier, looking a little bit soggy in the opening side of things. They did get themselves out another goal, but even so, it just wasn't enough to keep it together.
Bred there, he did come down to those mistakes, just letting the ball go right up and over and straight into goal. You can't let that. You need one guy back, just being able to defend against it. But in all fairness, great stuff by Shazoo there to be able to just take it. And I expect to see more of this. Low-scoring games, because both sides are just working that defense. But it's going to be one mistake eventually, and who's going to get it? Mario trying to drop it down, but Distan wonderfully came out into it.
Oh my God, that would have been a very cheeky way to open up the goal right here. But Mario isn't able to find it in this case. Two-man commit, should be able to get it out right there now. O'Neal and Distan. Try and see if they can set something up. Not going to happen in this case. It's Bred so far holding things down. O'Neal with a bicycle. As does Devix as well, and Distan once again feeding it off the backboard for Devix to try and see if he can take control. O'Neal goes for a shot. Hoppo gets there first and gets it right back out for another shot. Drewby though comes in very, very quickly off the right-hand post. He's not going to find a goal just yet. Still just within 60 seconds of the matchup, no opening goal, so not that bad from either side to keep things together just like that. But here comes Hoppo now, trying to take control, as is Drewby and Distan. Distan follows up, Drewby will back him up. And here comes a shot from O'Neal. There's no one there. Hoppo barely gets himself in that position right in time, but he's not going to be able to deal with the second one. Devix is there. They have to defend against Distan's shot, and he will get it out. But aggression now, we're going to ramp up from the Shazoo side as Drewby goes in for a third. Mario there to defend it. He will get it back out, and now it's up to Devix to try and take control. Distance there for the defensive, so he will disrupt it. No open goals today for the Bred side.
Yeah, it was interesting there that Bred were just letting Shazoo have a good. They just couldn't break the pressure, but it's turned around for them. They were just drawing them and then they came for that counter, and that was great stuff. Distan not being able to make the connection, the ball to get it out, and Hoppo was waiting underneath.
And once again, that two-man commit to the initial shot that completely disrupted, and there Distan wasn't able to rotate in time to be the third line of defense. So once you make that mistake, of course, that means an opening goal will finally go to the Bred side. And look, they're going to find another open one as well. Drewby didn't even go for it because he knows that he can't. Way, way, way too early and way, way, way too quick for the commitments from the entire orange side. And, well, that's how it ends out once again. 2-0 within, well, 12 seconds there of that kickoff. It's going to be Bred taking a very early advantage.
Yeah, good eyes on Hoppo there, just being able to see that as the third man come forward and get the goal. Great stuff. And, oh, my God, that was so close again. And a great clear there from Shazoo. Dangerous. O'Neal's going to try and send it to the backboard, but Hoppo's got that out to the side. I'm going to see him keep moving upfield. He's got to the corner. Devix not being able to get touches to Ruby. He's just going to block that one out. Mario again bested by O'Neal, but that's a shot at goal, and Derubi just getting off over to the side.
Great defensive once again coming in, and Drewby's actually going to see if he can try and feed it back around. O'Neal takes control, passed off Mario there for the challenge. Drewby have to rotate back on through, and Distan actually knocks his own teammate out of the way. If they got that past them, that could have been a very awkward rotation. They could have actually scored a very nice goal, a third for Bred, which could have put another nail in the coffin for Shazoo here. 2 minutes 30 left on the clock, ball's in contention. Devix should be able to get it out, so no shots coming out. Distan will take control, as will Drewby, but Drewby a little bit too quick to his timing. Going to put it back out towards the corner instead, and now they will look to try and get it away from the Bred side here. Good tap over to O'Neal. Drewby there to back him up. And this will have to rotate back on through because Mario's going for his own setup. Drewby gets it right back out. O'Neal with a follow-up. Devix with a disruption once again, and Distan back and forth like ping pong. Now going to see if he can set up his own shot, and it's going to go in. Nope. Hoppo's there for the defensive, but this one might not be defended so easily. Mario still comes back around and defends it in time, but Drewby and Distan now just ramping it off each other, trying to see if they can try and get another goal on through. And there's O'Neal with another defensive. Mario's there for the third save in a row for the Bred side.
Yeah, Bred here coming out so strong in the defense, being able to knock out everything. Looking for another one. Devix not being able to get hit. Hoppo's sent on forward, but goes a little bit wide. Should have went for the other side. But Distan, he's got the goal in front of him. He's going to shoot on into it.
So take note of how Shazoo actually won that first game. It's because Mario came out of goal to try and challenge, and from there he got deaded. There was no one there to rotate in time. Distan just landed himself a very nice goal, and you can see that Devix and Hoppo were actually trying to see if they can rotate in time, but they just weren't able to get there. It was way too far out. They committed far too much to the aggression, and as a result, that's going to be one more goal on the board for Shazoo. Maybe a follow-up if they can find it here. But something I've noticed about Shazoo as well is that their own defensive isn't that solid as well. You see, whenever the ball gets up near the box, then suddenly they just get absolutely flustered. Two men committing to the same sort of angle, the same sort of position, can potentially screw them here. So we're seeing a bit of a flaky defensive from Shazoo. It's something that Devix can try and take control of. Indeed, he barely gets it off Distan and off the top bar. Mario with a setup. Devix was going for no one more, but this time Distan is able to get it out with 60 seconds left on the clock. It's a one-goal game.
O'Neal trying to get some pass now. Good 50-50 against Mario. But Devix is going to let Hoppo get control. He's going to try and send this downfield, but can't. That's going towards the goal, but Devix being able to rotate back very effectively. We're on a one-goal difference here, ladies and gentlemen. And Shazoo are trying to find it. They want to take this as a clean sweep. They need to take it against Bread. And oh, that was so close. Going against the post, but just not being able to make on through. Devix to the corner. That's up high. O'Neal just keeping up this pressure. That's what Shazoo is so good at. You said it, Jay. Shazoo, they're just working all off aggression here. But Bread, they're able to just absorb it in and then go for those great counters.
Well, here comes Mario now. One more setup and a goal right here would seal the deal for the Bread side, and it's going to go in as well. Mario, huge play for his team. That's going to be game 2 going to Bread in this case, and tragic as well. 2-man, just not going to work it in this case. 2 goals in 6 seconds. Is it even plausible for Shazoo at this point?
Definitely not. With 6 seconds left, 2 incredibly kickoff goals is just too much for Arsenal. However, Shazoo do have that game in hand in this best of 3. So they've just got to bring it on into the next round. Hopefully for them, Bread don't keep this momentum going. Bread, they're just so good in their rotations. They have got the basics down. Shazoo, they've got all that aggression. They've just got to find the back of the net.
Indeed. You know, as you say, you know, it's just trying to see if they can work off that aggression. But Shazoo as well, I also feel like they need to try and work on their defensive, because that was one of the key things that were allowing so many goals from the Bread side, you know. Very flustered defensive, very weird kind of setups when the ball got close to the box. So Truby and Co.
It's almost like scrambling at it, isn't it? You're just basically trying to get the ball, just trying to make sure that it doesn't go in. And, I mean, it's been working for them so far, but it's not working well enough. I mean, we've seen Bread there. They could have had another 2 goals, another 3 maybe. But the quality from Shazoo here is so good that they can make those last-second reaction saves. Ball should have been going down into the goal, but Distan was going for a pass out there. And Neil just trying to keep that aggression up. But it just goes straight to Devix. He's going up. He's had a crack at goal, but Darubi, wonderfully dropped on down to the ball.
Nicely done with the defensive Hoppo. Oh, that's beautiful! Off his own roof. Gets it past everybody because all 3 players were up in that corner. Watch this one more time. Oh, the twist is amazing. And although Darubi tries, he might. At the end of the day, he is just scrambled eggs on toast with that defensive. 1-0. Favourite of the blue side. Favourite to the Bread team. And here comes kickoff. One more shot could come out so quick from Devix if he can find it, and this would be absolutely beautiful.
You can see Darubi now just try and get on out. They've got to just be able to respond to Bread here. We can't let Bread keep going with this momentum. Mario over to the side. Darubi there. He's had a powerful hit towards the goal, but Devix able to pick on up. But it's gone up high. O'Neal trying to go towards the backboard. That's over lingering in front of the goal. But Mario has finally got a scrambled defense there to be able to send it on out. Darubi getting the touch. Devix going up high. He's going to try to get us over the goal. Can Hoppo get on down? No, he can't. And this is the start of a counter.
Oh, open goal. Oh, Devix barely gets himself in time, but still the ramped up aggression from the Shazoo side could still cost them big time. They just about get it back out away from the box, and Darubi will still try to see if he can get it back in. Mario disrupts now, feeds it back over, and O'Neal will try to see if he can defend it, as does Distan, as does Devix. Back in the box, Darubi there, back out away, and just playing ping pong with each other. Aerial in Rocket League at this point. O'Neal now, good setup. Devix there to try and defend, does get deaded as the ball heads back over to the orange corner and then into the blue corner as well. Hoppo now challenging two. Distan and Druby now backed up by Devix, who eventually gets a shot out. O'Neal's there to defend it, of course, and Mario is going to see if he can stop it from going a little bit too far in towards that contention zone. Still Distan rotating in and getting a shot. Devix there for the defensive, rotates in time, and now will follow it back up. All three players are committed, so they've got to rotate very quickly. And Hoppo has got to take control before they find a cheeky shot right here. Actually, he might get a cheeky shot of his own. Distan's there to defend it, though. Still, Mario will come on through off the backboard. Second touch not going to happen, so O'Neal will be allowed to take back control of his own right. Still, another shot coming through. Mario, a little bit too quick to it. Devix will get the shot in through. And it's 2 minutes 30. We're at the halfway point of the matchup. Yeah,
both sides here are just struggling to get the ball down. They're going for these backboard shots, but just being able to get the ball down is their weakest point, it seems. But they're going to keep going at it, and O'Neal has just found Shazoo. The equaliser.
And watch this one more time. O'Neal just chips it. Two players tried to commit to it, and Mario couldn't get himself in time. There it is, the equaliser that Shazoo really needed is going to come into fruition right here. 2 minutes 16 left on the clock, so it's still anyone's game. It could be any one goal coming out at any one time that Mario's about to demonstrate. A little bit too far field for defended anyway by the rotation coming in from the Shazoo side, and Druby and O'Neal will try to see if they can ramp it up in this particular case. Devix in with a mix, trying to see if he can get himself out. Distan dribbles it, gets a shot on through. Hoppo is able to defend it, and Distan comes in with one more debt, and these debts can prove detrimental to the Bread defensive. Fortunately, Mario's got his aerial set point, not going to get challenged on them either way as well. Back into the corner, and Distan gets it right back out, but Hoppo still being a pain in the side, as is Mario. Going to see if he can feed it into another shot. It's too far right field, so not today.
Yeah, this is just, again, going back to a stalemate. You call it ping pong, but it's just because both teams are just trying to find that little edge they can use to get in front of each other. And at 1-0, sorry, I know it's not 2-1 yet. What's going on there? Mario getting that goal, but how long did that last on the line there? As Mario hitting towards the right post, over to the left, and Distan just not being able to get it on out.
Distan was a little bit too excited there, ramping on through in towards the goal. If he just took his time as well, you know, he could have been able to get that right back out. I don't think there was any real player there that could have shut that whole thing down. So here comes another shot and through. They're going to make up for this big time right now. Shazoo and Druby will try and see if he can set up to do so. Mario in with an aerial, disrupts one of his opponents right there, but the ball's path is still the same. Back in towards the orange side of the court as Hoppo gets it back out to Mario, and Druby challenges to see if he can set up his own teammate. There's a chance in hell right here. He's aerialed up. A good shot from the boxes. If Distan can get it back on the backboard. Here comes O'Neal with a follow-up, but no, Devix gets it right back out. Druby straight on through, and Devix is way too far out. He can't reverse in time. It's 47 seconds left on the clock, and 2-2. We still could be going to yet another overtime tonight.
Yeah, Druby just having that open goal to be able to go pass it on into, and that's equalised that again. There was just so little separating these teams tonight, isn't it? We saw it last time. Just one goal is going to be a difference, and I can't call where it's coming from.
Little time left on the clock. One goal could be the difference right here. We could be going to overtime, or we could be done before it. Druby straight up into the corner. Here comes another shot out on the backboard. Hoppo is there, try and take control. Two teammates behind him, trying the defensive right here. They will disrupt. Oh, barely gets away from O'Neal, but Druby's going in with a shot right here. Devix has got to defend it, and yes, he will be able to do so now. His teammate's got to take control. It's 10 seconds left, but still a shot will come on through. Oh, Mario barely gets himself in time to get it back off the backboard. 3 seconds, shot comes through, and there it is. It will be Druby who will bring 3-2. There's 3 seconds left on the clock. Bread have got to land this one quick.
Yeah, Bread in the very last few seconds, just going for that double commit, and it's crumbled for them. They've got 3 seconds now. Get on back, and excuse me? That almost looked like it could be it. They're not giving up a fight. That's great stuff, what we like to see. But there you go. Team Shazoo going on into the semi-finals, and this is just close stuff this evening, Jay. There's so little separating these teams.
And we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, you know, we said it, this is going to be a very stacked bracket, so we are very excited to get into it. And, you know, there are some very close matchups as a result. You know, that one right there was very, very close. But
You called it, Jay. Shezu going 2-1 against Bread. But we're going to get next match lined on up for you guys. Don't go anywhere. In the break, make sure you go donate over on Matcherino using that free code RG Animus to get a free $1 donation. It helps fund this prize pool. And, you know, if you're feeling ever so generous, anything over that is greatly appreciated. Like I said, don't go anywhere. Enjoy the music, enjoy the splash screens, and we'll be back in moments. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got the next match lined up for you. The first of the semi-finals. We've got Blues Clues going up against Neon Getting Carried. I love that little question mark on there. Had to put on that emphasis. But as I was saying earlier, Blues Clues, I saw them over on PRL early today. They were looking strong. Blues Clues, for you that don't know, that's Tipsy, Nitro, and Nabrax. Neon Getting Carried, that's Neon Remix, Bob Skywalker, and Money Talk. Now, Jay, we see Neon Remix and Bob Skywalker hit rewind each and every week. They show some great stuff. And Blues Clues, they're going to come in and just disturb that this week, aren't they?
Yeah, Blues Clues got some very key names in that lineup. You can imagine that this could be their favoritism, especially with a team like Neon's getting carried. You can imagine that might be at least one weak point in that particular lineup, and you know, competing in tournaments is not the best thing to say at this point in time. But either way, we'll see if Neon's getting carried can still hold their ground here in the in their home turf, I guess you could say. The matchup hasn't started, in case you haven't realised. We've only got one player in the server right here. Neon himself is getting warmed up because you know, he's going to get carried in this one. So, yeah, he's got to have his chance to just get himself some glory in, because this may be the only goal he scores in this best of 3.
It always happens. You always get those players that are a little bit eager. So we're just going to quickly hop to a break as we get the lobby set up. Shouldn't be more than a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, guys. And like we said, we just got the new server set on up. Looks like Nitro is absolutely fine now. It seemed to be a problem with him. But, you know, just create a new server, fresh sheet for us to watch this great Rocket League on. And like we said, Blues Clues going up against Neon Carried. We're expecting even better stuff than what we've seen tonight. And that's a tall order to, you know, fulfill, isn't it, Jay?
Indeed it is. We had 2 great series in just the last 2 rounds alone. So we'll see if they can keep up the energy here. Blues Clues versus Neon's Getting Carried. And I have to ask you, where do you go with this one? Obviously, you've got the home field advantage. Neon's team has been here for ages. But Blues Clues, like you said, they've been on the tear in PRL. So where do your loyalties lie, man? Where do you think they're going to be able to take this one?
You're asking me a hard question, but I'm going to say 2-1 to Neon Getting Carried. Neon's not a bad player, even though, you know, Neon Getting Carried is the team name. It's just a little in joke. You get it every single week where the teams name themselves as one player in a backpack or getting carried or a brick. It's great stuff to see. And like you said, that's just what is a great part of the Rewind community here. Everyone's just full of jokes and laughs and just enjoys playing in these tournaments. But we got to get kicking off with this game. Do your magic, Jay.
Indeed I shall. Opening 30 seconds did not lead to a goal, but a shot does come out from Neon himself. Back up in contention, and now actually the blue team will wrap things up to try to see if they can set up a shot. Nitro will go for another shot, and Neon is back away, and Money Talk will try to see if he can get control. Now Brax feeds it off of Tipsy, and Neon, and we have the defender disrupt in this case, back into another setup right here. They're playing this one very, very slowly, Neon's team. Actually, he's going to be able to fake out 2 players, almost a third if the Brax wouldn't land that one shot against the ball right there, but still setups coming on through. Nothing, no shots here in the opening 60 seconds, but this might be the one right here, and the Brax gets himself just in time and gets out the defensive.
You were saying this game was slow. That's not a bad thing. Some teams play really fast, some teams play really slow. I was playing in a ranked game with, not a ranked game, it was a pub game with a friend who was only a, sorry, I've got to cut that little analogy because Tipsy has just run it down the field and it's faked out. Not 1, but 2 players near enough. Tipsy getting on past Neon. So, sorry, just 1, but then Bob Skywalker not being able to get it on past because he's just going to send it on down into the bottom right-hand corner.
And just fed it back around off the initial hit from, I think that was Nitro and the Brax, one of those 2 either way. Speaking of the Brax himself, he's going to get a debt. Nice shot comes on through. Bob Skywalker is there to defend, though, as the defensive line is a little bit, well, actually getting decimated here by the Blues Clues. Tipsy and the Brax are taking 2 deaths right there, weakening the side for an extra couple of seconds, but fortunately, they are able to get themselves back in time. Still another shot coming out here. Money Talk may just try it and see if he can set things up against Tipsy off the backboard right here. And still no one there to receive, although there might still be a shot coming in from Neon Remix. No! Bob Skywalker isn't able to follow it up either, so a very close setup, a very good setup there. We'll go for naught here for the Neons getting carried side.
Very 50-50 here. Blue Clues are able to keep locking this on out. You can see the mistakes coming off them, but they're still able to pull on through. Bob Skywalker not being able to get that one around. And anyway, back to my little analogy from earlier. Basically, you playing the game where you're going very, very slow and then speeding up to, you know, full speed on the ball. It can really throw a lot of players off. Oh, Money Talk there, though, getting a great save. And I expect Neon Carry to be able to do just that. But Blues Clues, they're looking hungry for those demos tonight, and maybe that might just be the key factor here.
Oh,
Tipsy.
no.
Oh, that mistake from Neon Carry. Tipsy just being able to come jumping on right in. Don't know why Bob was just so slow on that. He had no boost, obviously, and just not being able to do anything there.
I think the worst part about that was the fact that Bob's defensive was on point. It was the fact that his teammates weren't there to back him up. No one was there to take his place once the ball got out of the goal. So 2-0, favour of Blues Clues kicked things off right here. The Bracks were coming with another down onto Bob Skywalker, but this could still be a chance right here. Money Talk sees the opportunity from all three players going too far forward, and although his teammate did fall, he manages to score the first for Neons getting carried.
Yeah, wonderful little pop there by Bob Skywalker to get that on over for Money Talk, the scorer, and in. That is great stuff from Neon Carry. And expect them to just come right back into it. This is still 50-50, and we've still got 2 minutes left here.
And here comes another sub coming in from Neon himself, seeds it up into the box, but several players there to try and see if they can get it out of the way. Bob Skywalker first tap isn't got enough boost for the second. Neon will try and see if he can save it, but not to be the case. The overcommitment from the other side of the pitch is what hurts the Orange boys. And Blues Clues find themselves in 3 minutes. You just don't need to commit that many players to one particular setup unless you can rotate that quickly. And in this case, they didn't do that at all. They gave it up. That's going to be a 2-goal lead back to the favour of Blues Clues.
Yeah, you can't have no defence at all back in your goal. You've got to have someone there that's able to clean up simple little getaway goals like that. But, like I said, it's still 50-50 here. But Blues Clues are looking quite favourable now, as Bob Skywalker's trying to wrap this on around. He hits it up in the air. Tipsy going for the goal. The demo from the Bracks, but didn't result in anything, as Bob Skywalker's now going to run this down to Blues Clues. Blue corner. And Bob Skywalker's got it on it.
Something that Blues Clues seem to be quite persistent on is trying to debt their other opponents, which can prove to be a very effective strategy if you can make it work so well. But so far in this one, you know, we've had several points where they've actually debted somebody, but still the Orange team, the Neons getting carried boys, have actually fed it back around past that and got around the defensive as a result. So it's not a case of that being the case. They got themselves so aggressive and they took down one player, but they weren't able to account for the other two, who of course got themselves in with that goal. And one more could come out right here. Bob Skywalker with the setup, and Neon will come back around from the corner. Bob Skywalker, aerial, a little bit too far to the left, so Nitro and Tipsy will try and get it back out. There's still 60 seconds left on the clock, and Money Talk will try and grab control in this case and get it back out for his team. Feed on through, Nitro there to disrupt, and Neon will be there to receive as well. 45 seconds left on the clock here, and it's still a 1-goal game here for the favourite Blues Clues. 1 goal in it, and Neon Carry is starting to look very much in favour of getting another one here to equal on out, but the defence is just a little bit lacking, and Neon Remix going for that demo, picking up a little page out of Tipsy's bird, and Tipsy with the double touch, getting it on down in. Impressive. And that may have just put the final nail in the coffin as well for this game. Neon's getting carried, 20 seconds. Going to need some very quick goals, if not kickoffs. At this point, Nitro will challenge for it. But just every second wasted now is another second that gets against the Neons getting carried to go. Boys, they need to find a shot. They need to find a goal. And Bob Skywalker will have to be the man to set it up off of Money Talk. Here they come. Backboard Money Talk. Oh no, Bob Skywalker will go for a shot. Neon isn't able to land it. Nabrax is there for the defensive. And there is no time left for Neons getting carried. Blues Clues will take the first game here. 4-2 is a closing scoreline. Yeah, 4-2.
2 goals difference in it. And what we can break that down to is just the I don't want to say over aggression, the complete aggression there from Blues Clues. Tibbsy with 7 shots. Tibbsy also being the man going in for so many demos here tonight. He's just looking to go on a complete rampage, stopping everything that is the Neon carried defense.
And the defensive has been rather good on the Neon carry side, but again, it's when those overcommitments come on through. It's when they decide that we're going to push forward. We're going to try for a good setup in this case. We're going to go see if we can try and ramp up the pressure against them. Then it kind of falls apart because they forget to rotate. You know, there were like, I think 2 instances where there were open goals there for Blues Clues to take advantage of. So we'll see if they'll be able to fix that in the next game right here. Nabrax will start things off for his side. Bob Skywalker with the defensive, and Tibbsy will try to set things up once again. Money Talk and Neon are there to disrupt once again, and we'll try to set things up. But again, no one's in goal. Bob Skywalker does rotate just in time, and that 2-man commit may have just become deadly for Neon.
Exactly. They can't be making those 2-man commitments. They've got to just take it back and be so controlled on this ball. Because like we're saying, Tibbsy is looking for those demos tonight, and a double commit will just mean that he's able to just take out that 3rd and final player, leaving the goal open. But Nitro is just seeming to want to get on past. Nabrax with the crack. 41 seconds in, and Blues take this 1-0.
And again, 2 men committed to that defensive. You know, Bob Skywalker and I think that was Money Talk as well. Didn't need to go both and try to see if they can disrupt that ball. Only one had to do it. The other one could have held back and waited for a shot right there, but not to be the case. And look at this, there's no way they're going to be able to find a defensive line. Oh, that could have gotten scary. Money Talk gets it out before Tibbsy can score himself 1 more goal again. And here they come back in. 4 minutes still left on the clock to pass the first 60 seconds, but shots and setups come on through. Nabrax for the save right here. He'll actually follow it up, try to see if he can get it back into a decent setup. And Nitro will follow on through. Backboard, Neon gets it back out the way. And here he comes, beating it off of Bob Skywalker. But no real setup just coming in just yet. Money Talk go for a shot. That's beautiful. And it goes in as well, even the scoreline.
Beautiful it was indeed. Good little hit up by Neon Remix to be able to get that on over to Money Talks, who's just able to use the side of his car, direct it on down into the goal. That fast play was everything there, and Neon carried have equalised it on out to 1-1.
There's the Braxton Tibbsy now. Might try to see if they can set something up. This one player is there to defend. Neon Remix rotating on through to get it back out of contention as well. Still though, aggression being ramped up from Blues Clues. Nitro off the backboard. Nabrax going to come on through with another setup here, but Money Talk's going to disrupt it. It's going to go very, very quickly, and what the hell just happened there? Money Talk looked like he was trying to set something up, but I think it was one of the blue players that actually got that hit off through.
Yeah, Nitro just being unfortunately in the way there, not getting a good hit, and that's on into goal. Neon carried going up 2-1 now. They're looking to come on back into this after that last game.
Bit of a misplay once again in own goal, but even so, still got another chance of Blues Clues. Still got lots of time. It still could be contended. And that's another setup comes in from Neon's getting carried. They still have another chance in. The Braxton Nitro come back around. Feed it off the corner. Backboard. Shot comes out. Barely defended once again by the rotating orange players. Neon's getting carried. Need to start again. You know, that's one of their main issues. It was one of the main issues in the first game. It's one of their main issues in the second one now. The rotations, the open goals that Blues Clues can still take advantage of, but these setups are also just as deadly. So if they're going to fight fire with fire, they better do it quick, and they better keep it away from Blues Clues.
Brax now picking it on up. He's going to try to send this downfield. Money Talk, he's following through in the air, but Tibbsy wonderfully read and wonderfully positioned to get in the way of that. So it goes down to the backboard. Neon Remix with 50-50. Nitro picking it on up, send it downfield. Brax not getting a good hit, and Money Talk is able to clear it on out.
Tibbsy gets it right back out once again. He's challenging right up in the orange half of the pitch. Here comes Neon going for a shot, not going to find it, as does Money Talk. Brax is there to defend once again. So no extra advantage for Neon's getting carried just yet, unless this backboard setup does work out. Tibbsy's there to get it back out the way. Fakes it away from Bob Skywalker. And Neon will still try to set it up for Bob Skywalker. He feeds it off the corner, and beautifully done from Bob himself. Passes it to his teammate, and there is no one there. And that kind of a range cannot be defended against from Blues Clues. It's going to be 3-1. It's going to be Neon's getting carried favor.
Neon getting carried. They're starting to build up on those team plays. You saw it there. Bob Skywalker, is it Bob Skywalker? Yeah. Hitting it off to the corner to Neon Remix. Great stuff. And they just need to keep doing more of it, as it's so hard to defend against.
Come back around, one more very long range shot, which had to be defended at the midline, else there would have been no one there to try and get it back out. Money Talk. Oh, that's beautiful fake right there. Shot coming out. Oh, barely off the post. That could have gone so well for Money Talk, but in this case, a little bit of luck will get Blues Clues through the night. Nitro now feeding it onto Money Talk, who once again defend, as does Bob Skywalker. Get it back out into the corner. Tipsy looking to try see if he can get control. Fakes it out against Bob Skywalker. Can't get anything. Nitro follow it back up in towards the corner, and the Brax now is in position to try and set something up. Bob Money Talk now get it right back out of the way into the corner. Still 6 seconds to go. Money Talk with another shot. Nitro should be able to defend it pretty nicely, but the follow-up coming in from Neon. No, he's not going to be able to find it. Once again, Bob Skywalker there to take control alongside Tipsy and co.
Brax here, he's trying to get him around to the center, and really, that's it for Blues Clues. They've got to start getting goals. Neon Remix there, just parking the bus, waiting for it to come towards him. He's just going to clear it on out. But you can't stay in the fence all day. You've got to get the ball down to the Blues Clues side if you want it just completely out of your net. So that's a wonderful drop down for Neon. Oh my god, that just was an excellent play from Money Talk down to Neon Remix.
Beautifully 1-2-1. Neon to Money Talk to Neon, and they just get it past every single man of the defensive. Like you said, it is beautiful. And 4-1 now. It looks like Neon's getting carried slowly but surely starting to ramp up the runaway. They might be able to take this match right here. 30 seconds left on the clock. Still 3 goals to find, but 3 in, well, 1 every 10 seconds. Actually might not be that undoable. As I say that, Nitro is actually able to get a very nice goal, but still time is running out for Blues Clues. They've got to be able to ramp up the pressure. They've got to be able to get themselves good setups and put themselves something on the board.
Now, Blues Clues, they do have a game in hand, so they can take this. We're currently at a reverse of last game, but like you said, 30 seconds to be able to get 2 goals is a tall order, but it can be done. It's optimistic as Bob Skywalker is now starting the attack. Try and widen that gap between them. Money Talks over to the backboard. No one there to pick on up. Tipsy trying to get it under control now with 10 seconds left. We've got to call it here. Neon Carry taking the second game, but we're going to a game 3. That's 1-1, and really there's so little like just separating these two teams.
Indeed, it's all just down, once again, just down to those small mistakes here, you know, just the occasional 1-2-1, you know, the occasional like gap in the fence that they can take advantage of, you know, the over-rotation, it's over-aggression, you know, something that really kind of hurts either side and opens up a goal for their opponents. You know, just very basic stuff that you can kind of counteract for, but I guess it's also kind of down to play style as well. Like, obviously, you've seen Neon Carried be able to, you know, ramp up that aggression and make it work so far to their goal advantage. But if you want to get yourselves a little bit more distance against the Blues Clues side, you got to get yourself a little bit more on the defensive side, because when they get those shots out, when they can ramp it up, then it can end up being extremely good. I think it was Nitro in the last one that had 7. In this case, Money Talk had 10 shots on goal here, so still a chance available. Still going to be a little bit close here, and I'm expecting this third match to be just as close as per usual. So let's see if they can do it here. 1-1. Yeah. Who's going to go up 2-1? What did you predict earlier? Was it Neon Carried getting 2-1?
Neon Carried 2-1. That was my prediction, and it could happen. You predicted it the other way, didn't you? So it's really, who is the best caster? Who's got it right? Who's the best predictor? We'll have to find out, as now we see Nitro go up against Neon. Bob getting on out. Brax is there, able to pick on out. That's gone across. Nitro versus Neon Remix. Neon coming off with the 50-50. But the Brax is back there, able to just stop that attack.
Oh, here comes Nitro high, but very good shot. Money Talk's able to get it right back out the way, so Tipsy is going to have to be the 1 versus 3, essentially, to try and get it set up. Not going to happen today, but Neon Remix. Oh my God, Blues Clues! Neon, beautifully done, right away from his own goal, off Money Talk, and then just pops it right in the back of the net. And once again, exactly what I was talking about in the break. You can't overcommit because you cannot rotate in time.
Yeah, 2 guys there on the Blues Clues, rotating back. Just no one back in goal to be able to defend that out. And they're the situations that everyone's going to capitalize on. And oh my God, Bob Skywalker with the magic.
He's using the force. Nitro. No way in hell he was going to get that one out unless he hit it much earlier than he did. So Bob Skywalker playing a 2-0 so far. Only 30 seconds in the match as well. Neon's getting carried. They are carrying Blues Clues right here because they are getting absolutely stomped. Here comes another setup. Bob Skywalker not going to be able to find the entire goal. Nitro will be there to defend, as there's the Braxton Tipsy coming on through. Setup coming out. Tipsy gets it out. The still disruption will come on through from the Neon's carried side. And the Brax with a debt. Nitro going to take advantage, however. Feed it off to the Brax. This could be a very good goal. Third man punch. No. Nitro isn't able to set it up.
That was so close there, but good defending there from Neon carry. Neon Remix trying to get through, and Bob Skywalker getting on through, getting himself his 2nd goal of the match, and that's 3-0 already. Neon carried.
What has happened to Blues Clues so far? This is definitely not the early game I was expecting out of them here. Still 4 minutes to go on the clock, so it's still early days, but it is these kind of scorelines at this early kind of times that you can start seeing those 8-0, 9-0 stomps coming in from teams. So a good setup from Neon's getting carried. Could very easily shut them down right here. Bob Skywalker set up shot, no way, off the post, but Neon's there to try and see if he can receive it. Just about gets himself a shot, but a little bit too far wide field. And the Brax and Tipsy will follow up, try to see if they can set something up. Bob Skywalker backboard. This could be very dangerous, but Nitro isn't able to follow through with it. And Tipsy now will try and take control. Back and back. Bob Skywalker into the corner right here. Money Talk will set things up. His center is in the box. Defensive not coming on through, but lucky enough, no one was able to line something up. Neon will go for another shot. Oh, it's beautiful, but the Brax gets this defensive right back out again. It's midfield, but Bob Skywalker, good shot, good setup. Not going to happen this time.
Yeah, it's all going in Neon's favor here. So we're going to see Money Talk try and get it up, but Nitro is too quick to it. The Blues Clues guys, they've got 3 goals in 2 minutes and 50 seconds to just get back on into this and try and take it to an overtime. It's a tall order, especially when Neon are just looking so good here. Pass out to the center, but Nitro's there first. The Blues Clues guys, they've really started to just try and get us downfield, but keep seeing Neon carry just starting those great counters because, you know, they're in the driving seat here.
2 minutes, 30 seconds gone by. We're at the halfway point of this one, and it still could be game, set, and match unless Blues Clues can pull something out of the hat. Look at this staggered defensive Money Talk. Just gets it out of everybody's control. And just like that, they score another goal. Just watch this, off the backboard, off of Tipsy. And from there, it goes in the back of the net. And Blues Clues, what's happened to you guys? I mean, it's this same sort of scrambled defensive that we saw a couple of series ago. Is that same sort of overcommitments that were getting to the likes of Neon's getting carried and the other matches that we've seen today. So what has happened to them? They've really kind of lost their form.
Yeah, it's a lot of panic here. They're, you know, 4 goals down now. So what do they have to do? They're just going to put everything on aggression. You can't be in defense when you're down, but being so far upfield trying to get those goals just means that you get open goals like that.
Oh my God.
Oh no. Oh, what were you doing there, Tipsy?
That is tragic,
Nebrax. Tipsy is Nebrax. Oh.
That's just... Again, I kind of saw it coming because from kickoff, all 3 players of the Blues Clues got themselves right up in that corner. They just couldn't rotate. There was no opportunity to rotate and get back in defensive. So when the Brax came on through, he had to do whatever he could. And in this case, it ended up in an own goal. 5-0 for Neon's getting carried. And indeed, he is getting carried right now. Let's see if he can show up for his team, or his team will just wrap things back into his 5-0. Good shot comes out, just about gets over Money Talk, but he gets himself in position just to barely save that goal once again, and now his teammates will try to see if they can wrap things up. Neon Remix keeping things together in the orange side of the pitch. The Brax and Nitro off each other, back off the corner, backboard, no one there to receive it. Tipsy will go for a shot, but 60 seconds still left. The Brax pops it on through. Bob Skywalker's there to defend it. Nitro misses it as well. Money Talk now will wrap things around, try to set things up. Minute to go, goal open. The Brax barely gets the defensive as Money Talk gets the shot. and it's still 5-0. There's still 5 goals for Blues Clues to score. This one may be over already.
Yeah, it's such a daunting task here. And like I said it before, oh, what is going on here with all these Western players? You don't know. But Money Talk is going to try to send this on downfield. Neon Remix, get it to the center, but Nitro has picked on up. Money Talk out to the side. Brat's just starting this up. He's going to pass on over to Tipsy. Tipsy just goes straight up, not really doing much. Neon Remix getting it off. Good hit by Nitro. Money Talk now is going to dribble it upfield. Oh, good jump in from the Brax now. It's Nitro. He's got to find the center. He's got to go over to teammate and just can't. This Neon Carried are suddenly really showing dominance and showing class. They're looking like a team that are truly worthy of the finals here. And they're going up against guys, again, that are of such high caliber that this is great to watch.
And that's it, 5-0 to 2-1, favor of Neon's getting carried. And that one, that was just, I don't even know how to respond to that. Like, that was just a very, yeah, that was just I'm kind of stunned, honestly. Blues Clues just basically went down the drain. You know, they kind of just lost all their form, making all those basic mistakes. Once again, those over-aggressions, those stuns, staggered defensives, it all just fell apart. And that is, yeah, again, that is just not what I was expecting at all. You know, obviously in this case, this is the case that you are the better caster, apparently, because you predicted rightly. But yeah, Blues Clues let me down.
But yeah, Blues Clues taking that first series and then just Neon Carried suddenly, you know, putting the whole weight of the world on their shoulders and just punching on through, taking it as a reverse sweep against them. And they've got a lot. As they're going into the finals, just going to quickly pop up the bracket now. They're going against almost BS, but not quite. And those lads are also so good. Expect it to be a great final. It's going to be coming right up. But just in this break, guys, quickly hop on over to Matcherino. There's not much time. You've just got to put in the quick discount coupon code. It's a free $1 donation. The code is RG Animus. It puts money towards the prize pool. We want to hit that $45 here for these guys. It's been such a great tournament, and the winning team, they deserve it at this point. If they're able to get through such high caliber, like almost BS here, I can see they beat Team Shazoo, who we saw earlier, 2-0. So Neon getting carried, they've got a hard task against them. And really, whoever comes out on top has had to work their wee little socks off to get here. But we're going to go away for just a few moments as we get the next match set up. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back any second. Welcome back, guys, and we've finally reached the finals of tonight's tournament. It's the best of 5. We've got Almost BS going up against Neon Carried. And just as one last little plug, please make sure you follow here on Twitch, over on Twitter. Make sure you go use that free donation code over on Match Arena. It doesn't cost you $1, but helps fund the prize pool. Okay, both teams are already jumping on in as well. Make sure, well, don't make sure, if you're feeling ever so kind, make sure to do a little donation as well over on Patreon or subscribe. But the teams are eager, aren't they, Jay? We're going to hop on right into this.
Indeed we are. Here we go. It's grand finals time. Who will take it? Neon or Almost BS? Let's find out. Straight in with the aggression. Moneytalk's going to see if he can get it back out and set something up for Neon's getting carried. His teammates aren't there. Moneytalk, beautifully done. Round the back, Burrito B goes for a shot, but it's not going to find up. Superb amount of aggression from Bob Skywalker and co. And 3 shots lead to 1 goal. Favour of Neon.
Yeah, Bob Skywalker there. Wonderfully well read to find just the slightest sliver of the goal, which was not going to be reached. He's getting a quick open goal. Neon Carried are coming straight off the back of that match against, why is my mind blanking here? It was against Blues Glue, sorry. And they're looking really strong to keep that momentum going.
Another stab that almost came in from Almost BS. But in this case, Godsmiller and co. unable to find it. Arcana, sorry. Trying to see if he can set up a debt as well. Just take down 1 player, but his team isn't able to capitalize on it. In this case, Burrito B will try to feed off the backboard. His teammate's not there to receive. Neon Remix as a result will come on through. Arcana still goes for a shot, and indeed he's able to score it. Very nicely done off the backboard, and it seemed like no one there really challenged for it on Neon's side.
Yeah, that was a good read, but an interesting bounce from the ball there because of the spin, just sending it down. Good read there, but that's just equalised it on out. We're on 1-1 here. And I'm just going to say again, names. Jay, you say Arcana. I always say Arcana, just from how it is. The audience, they're going to get a little bit confused, but that's just the way it is. I love having interesting names like Arcana and that. Godsmiller is a great
Arcana.
name. Burrito B, Bob Skywalker. I just love Bob Skywalker. It's such a good name. But anyway, let's get on with the play-by-play. So we're going to see Neon Remix send it on down to Bob. Bouncing off the corner. Moneytalks versus Burrito B. Moneytalks getting the favor, but Arcana is back to just save it on out, trying to get those clear. Neon Remix, it was a good shot towards the goal, but Burrito B was there to pick it on up.
Very nice defending from Burrito B, backing up Arcana, and Arcana himself will try to see if he can set something up onto Godsmiller. Godsmiller, yes, I'm sticking with it. That's my pronunciation, my friend. Bob Skywalker gets debt. Burrito B goes challenging, but Moneytalk is still there for the defensive, and Arcana will feed it back around. This is the second tap off the backboard, so that as a result, his teammates can't set it up. Burrito B goes for a chip, backboard, second shot. No, he's 2 off angle, and as a result, that shot is all for naught. 3 minutes still left on the clock. We're 1 for 1 so far.
I said it earlier, these teams, they just seem to be struggling with getting the ball down. It's all about positioning up, how we're going to be able to direct the ball down. It is quite hard to do at such high speeds, but I'm expecting them to be able to just fix that little error and really put it on out in this best of 5.
Here they come with another setup coming in from Neon. Tries to hit it off his own teammate, but Godsmiller and co there disrupting it once again. Burrito B tries to follow it back, but Moneytalk's there with a chip, as is Bob Skywalker to follow it out of the corner, into the centre, into the box, but Arcana gets it right back out, backboard setup, but still disrupted. He actually set things up. This could be a decent setup if Moneytalk didn't disrupt it, and indeed he does. Still back up Burrito B, back and forth between both the 2 teams. Here is Bob Skywalker and Moneytalk finally feed it into the blue side corner. Arcana there, the challenge gets it away from Neon. And still will challenge here. Still playing this one slow, still playing this one kind of passively from both sides. They do set up some decent shots like this one here, but it's defended against so well from both sides.
Yeah, you don't want the ball going in your net, and Godsmiller is a perfect example of that there. Just going for the slight little touch, just buy his team time to get on in. And these guys, they're all such fast players. They're able to just get to the ball and get the slightest touch, which just diffuses a simple shot at goal. And Neon Remix there, getting the demo on Godsmiller. Trying to keep that attack going down the field. But Godsmiller is back on in. That's proven by his hit there. Arcana getting demoed there. We've seen it coming out from both sides here, trying to use those demos for their largest potential here. And with the new patch, demos can come off with the slightest touches. They can be really inconsistent, but demos are a great way to play.
Yeah, it's once again a great strategy that you can find. Neon Remix goes for the setup off of Money Talk. Burrito B is there to defend it. Speaking of deaths, none come out for these in this case right here. 60 seconds left on the clock. We're still 1 for 1. No one scored a goal in a very long time here. But still, pressure ramping up. A single mistake is all it takes, and Neon's trying to look for it as he crosses on out. Burrito B also looking for one as he makes his way, but he makes a mistake of his own right. This misses the ball entirely. Allows Money Talk to get control here. Arcana now. Backboard set up. Here comes Neon. Not going to find it. Burrito B once again. The defensive is so solid for almost BS. And now they will try for another setup once again. Godsmiller backboard. Money Talk's there to defend it. 30 seconds left on the clock, actually. This is more than likely overtime. But Godsmiller and Burrito B challenging up so close. Ray, see if they can score that last second goal that may just put the final nail in the coffin for Neon's getting carried. It's centered up. Arcana with a shot. Neon with a defensive. Bob Skywalker gets it right back out. And Burrito B chimes back once again. 15 seconds. Bob Skywalker feeding out to Money Talk. Goes for a shot and Godsmiller defends against it. 10 seconds. I think this one might be going to overtime, but Arcana still has one more shot out here. Takes it. Neon Remix gets it right back out. And not enough in position to try and challenge for a setup here. Burrito B just taps it on the floor, and we're going to overtime.
Yeah, it was going to overtime all the way because these two teams are so close in skill and ability. And it's really, I can see that going every single series to overtime because there's just so little separating the two. Now, as we see Neon Remix pick it on up, I was about to say Neon Remix. Good little bit of a tongue twister there, but Bob Skywalker getting that on into the goal, taking the first game, and that could be so important there for Neon Carried.
And that's what I was talking about as well. They had to find a single gap in the fence, and in this case, one player came out and wasn't able to find a second to replace him, so Neon getting carried are going to find themselves game one here in the best of 5. It was very, very close down to the wire. It was 1-1 pretty much all throughout in this case, and almost BS didn't find themselves everything they needed to be able to do so. It seemed like they had a couple of good setups, but it was defended against from the Neon Carried side. And meanwhile, Neon Carried, weren't able to set everything up in time, but once they did, it was the likes of Burrito B who were just in the goal at the perfect point to shut the whole thing down.
Yeah, both sides, they're really working on the defense to its fullest. But like you said, it's just finding that little gap in the defense. And sometimes it can just be so devastating to be able to see that happen. But 2-1 on just goals, that is insanely close. And I expect to see more of it as we now see that kickoff go towards favour of Money Talks. He just can't get on in. Burrito B taking it on around. Godsmiller, he's got that open goal. Can he send it the whole way? Yes, he can. 9 seconds, almost BS, taking the lead.
And this is the exact same mistake that Neon's getting carried made in that last series. They had an open goal. They all committed to one setup and they didn't rotate in time to counteract it. So from there, Godsmiller just fed it right around and got himself a very easy goal. And that's the kind of mistakes you can't afford to make here. Neon's getting carried, not starting this matchup. Oh, this big game offer in the certain way that they really wanted to here. So we'll see if they can try for one more setup. Bob Skywalker gets it out into the corner, backboard, followed up by Neon. Neon gets it in the back as well. Beautifully done. That 1-2-1 punch that comes out once again.
25 seconds and we've already seen 2 goals. I mean, we had early goals in the last game and then it just went 1-1 the whole way through. I hope we don't see another, replay of that. I love seeing goals. I love seeing demos. They're the most exciting parts of Rocket League. And you know what? I just want both these teams going on full-out attack and aggression here. But whether we see that or not is completely down to the players. Bob Skywalker's got a great little save on that. Send it over to the side. He's going to try and get this back from Money Talks. He does, and now he's going for this attack. That's a big hit downfield, but Godsmiller is able to pick it on up.
Great defensive. Burrito B will try and follow it back and out, but Money Talks and co are just trying to see if they can get themselves set up to try and just disrupt every single shot that will come out and every single setup that will come out from almost BS. Another disruption comes in from Arcana, challenging close against Neon Remix, setting things up. Burrito B is going to see if he can try and get the shot on through, but a little bit too far left field and not timing it just right here. Back off and rejoin his teammates, and And they will try and challenge once again. One man goes past. Godsmiller will still get something out right there. Burrito B going in for a backboard shot. Money Talks there to defend it. And now they rotate back on Trio to try and see if they can try and challenge against Orange's setup. Here comes Money Talk. Gets one back out, but not going to come on through. Rotation is there in time from Bob Skywalker. And Godsmiller is still challenging alongside Burrito B here.
Yeah, both teams here wonderfully put in the rotation. We're going to start seeing, unfortunately, the lack of goals because both teams are really cleaning up on their mistakes and just making sure that no balls go into their net. As we see Godsmiller now hit this upfield, Money Talk, with the midfield defence. It's off to the corner for Money Talks to try and wrap them around, but Godsmiller is in the way. Bob Skywalker just sort of winning the 50-50, but it's not effective, so Burrito B. So they will get on over the Godsmiller. Money Talk clearing on out. He's trying to follow through for the second hit. Can't. Arcana getting it up to the backboard. Bob Skywalker's there, just trying to basically get it on out, not letting that ball get in front of him there.
Indeed, it won't be. Here comes Arcana, back off Burrito B. Money Talks trying to challenge. Burrito B actually gets a very good setup for Arcana right here. Bob Skywalker's there to defend it, so rotates from that corner back into that goal very effectively here. We're past the halfway point. We're still at 1-1, so a very similar situation to what we saw in game one. We saw neither team really able to counteract the other too effectively up until the very end when there was a gap in the fence that got cut out right there. Here comes a good shot coming in. Neon Remix actually may have cost that right there. Money Talk seemed like he had a very good shot onto the goal, but not going to be found right here in this case. 2 minutes to go. Still no advantage to Bubble. Skywalker does go up for a setup. Neon Remix gets shut down by Arcana, and now Arcana will try and feed things out. Money Talk with the disruption. Burrito B comes back onto towards the backboard, and Bob Skywalker is there to defend once again here. Shout up coming in. Neon Remix, good shot by Arcana there with the defensive.
Now we're going to see Bob Skywalker have a shot. It just goes slightly wide. That was almost so close for him. And we're just seeing this great offense coming out. Neon carried now. But we're going to see the exact same thing from Almost BS once they build up a bit of momentum, because once these guys get towards your net and get so close and so deep into your half, they're just going to keep this pressure going. We see Godsmiller there just trying to use the corner and bouncing around to a teammate. Burrito B knocking it up high. Burrito B now following through, but Money Talk has got the favour. Going down to the Almost BS side. Neon Remix using that backboard. Bob Skywalker's up. Can't get the touch he wants though, but keeps control of it. Neon Remix over to the other side. Godsmiller trying to pick it on up, and that's a demo on Godsmiller by Neon Remix. Man down, and that's going out. Neon Remix can't get past Burrito B though. Good defending coming out here from Almost BS.
They seem to hold this one down. Burrito B in particular just defended against it when he only had himself and Godsmiller in that particular position right here. Now Burrito B will come out with a debt of his own. Only 2 players there for Neon's carried. And now Bob Skywalker will still be able to feed it back into the blue side of the pitch, so not exactly going to be a great setup coming out from Almost BS. They will still try for it, disrupted again by Money Talks and followed up by Neon Remix off the backboard. Godsmiller in the corner, challenging. Arcana gets himself another debt as well, and it's going to come down to forcing these mistakes to come on out. There might be one right here, but Bob Skywalker gets himself back in time. All 3 are left now, 10 seconds on the clock, and one more small last-minute goal could still be the difference between overtime and bust right here. Godsmiller challenging, trying to take control. It's up in the blue corner, 0 seconds left on the clock. The ball, is still up towards mid. Oh, my Counter-Strike habits are coming back to me. It's overtime still for both these teams.
Well, with the ball exploding, you could almost say it's got a bomb inside it, couldn't you? But Godsmiller's going to try and get that downfield. Money Talks blocking it out. Arcana going very high with that clear. That's good stuff from him. But Bob Skywalker winning that 50-50. Godsmiller getting that on out. And demo there from Arcana on Neon Remix. This is a very tricky situation. Bob Skywalker getting a demo himself. But we're going to see Burrito B back in goal, ready for this. Gone up high. Another demo. Neon Remix on Godsmiller. Both teams really playing this demo game. I'm not going to complain, as it really mixes up that defense and starts to create holes in it.
Indeed. Again, they're trying to force a mistake. They're trying to force the issue here from either side. That's why all these demos, all these debts are coming out. Godsmiller will try to set things up, and that's the reason why. You know, Neon Remix knows exactly how to counteract it, and it's a simple one. Backboard flick here. Burrito B still feeds it around, tries to go for a shot, as does Arcana, as does Godsmiller, but Neon Remix is there to defend, and Bob Skywalker is there to get it back out. It's a very similar setup that they're just able to defend against. Neon Remix now with control, gets it out. Arcana with a disruption side, so you can set it up. Burrito B will go for a shot as well, but still, once again, just not coming on through. Neon's getting carried, are definitely holding their own right here. Burrito B will try to feed it back around. The one more shot will come through from Almost BS, and indeed, Arcana's there to try and defend against it, but that angle's just not right for him again.
I love how 50% of the shots here are 50-50s as it is. Like, everyone's just being able to get so fast onto the ball. And it's crazy stuff to watch here. Big clear on over to the corner of Almost BS. Money Talks getting that 50-50. Neon Remix, it's gone up high. Can Bob Skywalker do anything? Arcana disrupting it, getting in the way. Godsmiller starting this counter attack. That's a goal. Almost BS taking this 2-1.
Oh man, that got down to it for Neon's getting carried. Two players tried to rotate in time, and once again, a huge risk, and it was just down to a small mistake from Money Talk that screwed them in the end. Almost BS win out the second matchup right here. It's a 2-1 scoreline. Again, very similar to how the first game went, and that's just kind of how goes to show how kind of close these two teams are.
Yeah, that's taking it now to 1-1, guys, and it's almost taken this to a best of 3. But just a massive shout out to Trox there, showing that he's got the biggest D around with $23 in donations. That is wonderful stuff from him. Good lad. And Poison's now shouting in my ear saying, we're $10 away from the $75 prize. That would mean that both sides will get a bit of money. That's just great stuff. Like, you know, even if you come runner up, you'll be able to get, like, it's $15 for runners up. You know, $5 each. It's not a massive amount of money, but it just shows your appreciation towards these players and how much, you know, they're able to just pull out of the bag and bring entertainment to you guys. But Jay, kick it off for me now and explain the little didgeridoo of what's going on here.
We're going to be seeing an early kickoff go to the favour of the orange side, but here comes Almost BS to try to see if they can set something up, and indeed Godsmiller gets it past the smallest line of defence, and they will find themselves another early shot right here, another early goal to bring themselves a very early advantage here.
We said it on earlier, the goals are just going to come off mistakes. And unfortunately, it was just proven that I think it was Neon Remix just jumping on past, not being able to connect with the ball. So that just goes on in from Godsmiller. Neon Remix now sending it downfield. Burrito B unable to respond. Money Talks quickly onto it. And again, we're just going to see so many back and forths here, guys. These players are just so quick to get to the ball.
Here comes a shot coming out from Neon Remix. However, Burrito B is there to defend against it. And once again, he will be the man to take point and try and follow it back around for Almost BS coming on through here. Arcana, very nicely placed, took his time, waited for his chance, and once he saw the ball right behind that last Neon player, he found it. In fact, it was Neon himself. He found it just shot right in the back of the net, 2-0. And Almost BS finally asserting themselves with a very dominant start right here.
Yeah, and at 420, it's always a good meme goal, that. But we're going to see this go on forwards now as Godsmiller's just going after 50-50, blocking out everything. He is a brick wall himself. Burrito B trying to get us up, trying to get that third goal, but can't. Burrito B now trying to get us over to Arcana. You can see these guys, they're always working towards getting the ball down the other end and into the goal. And Godsmiller has just done that, getting his second goal of the game. That's 3-0 already to Almost BS.
Where did this team come from? It was a very close matchup, but now suddenly Almost BS have almost a perfect setup to deal with Neon carried. It's 3-0 early off here. We're only in the first minute of this game, for God's sake. This could very easily be a nice 2-1 advantage for Almost BS. Still Neon's getting carried. Will try and set up their own kind of setups right here. Neon himself up in the forefront, backed up by Money Talk off the corner, backed on up by Bob Skywalker, and Arcana is getting it out to Godsmiller to try and disrupt to see if they can set up something on the other side of the pitch right here. There comes Arcana, backed away by Bob Skywalker, and Godsmiller with a good aerial as well. Money Talks there to hit back against it. And there's Arcana with a great shot to Bob Skywalker. Rotated in time, however, to get the defensive on.
I love that from chat right now. Every game's a thriller with Godsmiller, and boy howdy, I can agree to that. This series has just been absolutely spectacular to watch, and I hope it keeps on doing just that. So we're now seeing Money Talks clear on out. Neon Remix picking on up. He's got 2 players here to get on past, and just can't do it. So Money Talks is now going to send this back to the center.
And here comes another setup back into the Neon carried side corner. Godsmiller, backboard, double touch, sent it up. Money Talk will still take control, feed it back over to the other box. Burrito B is there to disrupt it, and again, it goes back to him. Arcana also trying to see if he can set something up. Oh my God, Neon! Perfectly placed, perfectly positioned to get it right past the very last line of defensive. Watch this right here. He took control, Godsmiller overcommitted, and just like that, he scores the first goal for his team.
The quick reactions there, he was in the middle, just rotating out. Seeing that the ball was bouncing like that, and just went, all right, I'll have at it. Gets underneath it, big, powerful hit into goal. That's what Neon Carried really needed now. Just bring themselves back into a game. That's 3-1 still, though, to almost BS, and we're going to see Burrito B trying to take it downfield, but it's blocked out. Arcana's now in reverse. He's got to get past Neon Remix. Can't, but Burrito B is back there for the reception.
Here comes Burrito B himself. Is going to try to see if he can feed it right back. He actually does get it past Neon. Bob Skywalker goes challenging, and Arcana will get it right back out to the other side. So Godsmiller, will try and receive against Neon, but Neon taps it back into the blue side corner. Burrito B there for the defensive once again. They're still down by 2 goals, so Neon's getting carried. Need to try and see if they can find themselves another opportunity back in this one. And Neon will look for it, bouncing off the side wall. Burrito B disrupts Arcana, feeds it back off the backboard, but no one is there to receive it. Outside of that, Burrito B will still set things up. It's down to Godsmiller. Can he get the goal on through? No. Neon Remix disrupts it and gets it right back out again.
And Neon Remix is trying to get this ball downfield. He's just gone for the demo. He's taken out one man. He's going to try and steal that back boost as well. So this is now in Bob Skywalker's hands. Can't get it past Godsmiller, though, who is just... You said it earlier tonight, Jay. He is such a defensive wall and really is the unsung hero here for Almost BS.
A minute to go still, and Almost BS will try set something up. There comes Godsmiller, there comes Burrito B. Godsmiller off the corner right there. It's not going to hit the post just yet, so it doesn't go in. Money Talk now will feed it back out. Burrito B disrupts it. Arcana going for a shot. This could be beautiful, but no, it's too wide, and it's defended against right here. And Neon is getting carried. Need to try and see if they can get themselves out of this box. They need to try and see if they can get themselves back into Almost BS's court. They need to find themselves a couple of goals. They got 40 seconds to do it. There is still a chance. There is still time, but it is getting slimmer and slimmer by the second. Money Talk may set that up for Arcana. Almost comes on through. Burrito B will get dead as he tries another shot as well. So Bob Skywalker can do his team a couple of extra favors. 30 seconds still left on the clock, and they will challenge straight up in mid. There comes Bob Skywalker, feeds it around Godsmiller, tries to get it right back out, and now he's going to feed up his team. He's going to set up a shot, but no. Godsmiller's being a pain in his side as usual, as is Arcana, as is everybody else from the Almost BS side. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. I think this one might be done right here as Almost BS have another setup, and there's no way that Neon's getting carried can score 2 goals in 1 second. It's going to be Almost BS taking the lead in the series 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1, and that's big because they've only got to get one more game to win tonight. And I mean, they were looking very strong. That was the first time it just wasn't 1 goal separating them, and Almost BS, they finally worked out how to get on past Neon Carried. But Neon Carried, you can't count them out of it. They've already won 1 game, and they just need to work out how to get past the defense of Almost BS there. It's Almost BS, they came out with 4 saves between them from the 6 shots off of Neon Carried. That's a good stat, but we'll have to wait and see here. It is just so close between these 2 teams that even now, I can't call it because we've seen it before when Neon Carried can come back. They did it earlier against Blues Clues, didn't they? And they looked so dominant. Neon Carried might be a team that just needs to build up a bit of momentum before they finally hit the ground super fast and run in, just being able to get on into the goal.
And here comes once again the early start from Almost BS. Godsmiller trying to see if he can stop the setup coming on through, but Skywalker is there to stop the whole thing and set things up for his teammate anyway. Burrito B defensive, Arcana also defensive, Money Talk challenging. Burrito B once again sets up a beautiful shot. It is defended once again, and I expect nothing less from Neon is getting carried. They have such a decent hold, and they're not going to let some very simple shots get to them. Almost BS. They got their own ace card in Burrito B's defensive, and they're actually trying to shove him out of position to try and see if they can set up something for their own right. But Burrito B comes out anyway, as his teammates feed it around, and Neon is getting carried. May have just blown it for their own sake.
Yeah, Burrito B there, just getting right up. That was an open goal, and he's going to do it. And I love that little ice explosion goal. The players are really showing off their stuff here. Go. Arcane is going to send this on down forward, trying to get that in. Unfortunately not. And we just got a shout off to, from Poison that Ike Wolf. Thank you for the £5, you wonderful, wonderful bloke. But Arcane is going to be able to block out that shot from Bob Skywalker. Money Talk is going to try to get on down, but just can't, as Burrito B now takes it on out.
Here he comes, going to pull it back around as well. This could be a very sick shot. There's no one there to defend it. Fortunately, it was wide, so Neon's getting carried. Will not suffer another loss right here in the goals. Neon Remix actually will try to see if he can feed something up for his teammates right there. There comes a shot out from Money Talk, but still not able to find it. Bob Skywalker got to rotate back on through. They've got to see if they can set up the defensive because Godsmiller is up so far in towards this corner right here. Bob Skywalker gets it out. Arcana feeds it back around, gets it away from Money Talk. Godsmiller's there to disrupt it and see if he can set it up to Burrito B, who will get it too far wide in the corner, but still no setup here. Neon getting carried. Will now try it for their own right. Neon himself gets himself into the box, gets the ball in the box, and Bob Skywalker will hit it right there. But Burrito B is so solid still, though. Money Talk comes in from the back and feeds it off back his own teammate. The backboard setup works so well, but it had a little bit of save there.
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty goal there for Money Talk, but the speed of it was just so tricky to react to, and, well, it's gone in the goal. That's 1-1. Neon Carried are still looking real strong in this matchup.
Still 3 minutes to go, so still anyone's game, and once again we're back to sort of the first couple of games in the series. And it was very even, those early 2 goals, and then suddenly just back and forth and countered and countered and countered. So if any luck, we might not see the same thing coming out. Oh, it's very close from Neon Remixer. It's off the top bar, so not quite just yet. No defensive needs to come out from Almost BS, but still a little bit too close to call. Godsmiller once again playing the deck tactics and demos Bob Skywalker himself. Let's get respawned very, very quickly. However, Godsmiller will try and wrap up the aggression in the meantime, but no real follow-up outside of that setup coming through. Burrito B, beautifully done off his teammate, who scored a second for Almost BS.
Burrito B there, yeah, like you said, getting the second goal, and it was an absolute hammering to the top left corner. He jumped up so early to get onto that, and it really paid off. That's 2-1, taking Almost BS up a goal in what could be their last match of the evening.
They need to win this one to take this series 3-1. Halfway point of the game is here. Again, this still could be a chance for Neon's getting carried. It's only a 1-goal game. And Money Talk will try to set things up. Bob Skywalker, beautifully done, but once again, Burrito B is there to defend it, and Neon Remix will go for another shot. Burrito B, he is just a tank in that goal. He's basically a brick wall for that goal. You cannot get past him. And indeed, he will defend twice in a row. Those 2 very close goals as well that could have come in from Neon's getting carried. Money Talk now feeds it back around. Neon Remix will try to see if he can get it off the backboard. Burrito B again with the defensive, doesn't even allow it to get close towards the box now. Backboard, Bob Skywalker just can't seem to land the angle. So once again, it's back in the control of Almost BS, who will feed it back around. Burrito B is now going for a shot, but Bob Skywalker is there to defend it once again.
It's up in the air now. Burrito B, we've said his name so many times, but there's Sharp Godsmiller from that redirect down into the goal. Amazing passing play, an amazing shot.
Well played as well. Burrito B has been the ace in the hole for Almost BS. Passed it off to his teammate in Godsmiller and landed that one right in the back of the net. So now Neon Carried need to be careful. They're 2 goals out, and we've seen how much they can struggle against their opponents here in this series. We've seen how much they can struggle getting themselves back in with those even scorelines. So now we're up 2 goals here for the blue side. Almost BS could still put this one to bed right here. Neon's getting carried, need to find a couple of cheeky goals. Need to find that gap in the defensive once again, but it's not going to be very easy. Burrito B is such a beast here in goal.
Yeah, you said it. Neon getting carried. They need these goals right now. And they need another one as Gods Miller's able to get that on past it. It was a bad move from Money Talk, who just could not get to it.
Oh, such an awkward angle as well. He was facing away from the ball. He was expecting it to go out to right field, but in this case, Gods Miller just put it direct. There was nothing he could do from there. That is tragic for Money Talk. And that could be the misplay that seals the deal right here for his team. Almost BS up 3 goals, looking to make it 4, but 50 seconds left on the clock. They've got to find 3 within that time, and they are challenging so aggressive because they know that they can. Burrito B feeds it into his teammate. Money Talk gets it right back out the action and passes it out to Bob Skywalker, who feeds it in towards the goal. Godswinner there with the defensive, and now Money Talk will feed it off the back border. They need to find something here. They've got 30 seconds left on the clock. That's 3 goals every 10 seconds, and already Burrito B has got it fed right back up to the other side of the pitch. This is so unlikely. This is such a slim chance here for Neon's getting carried.
Yeah, and Almost BS, they are in the driver's seat. After the last game, they just look so strong now. They worked out how to get past Neon carried, and unfortunately, there was no response here. Neon getting carried, they're still getting a goal out. You just can't get out that sheer number like Almost BS. 4 goals from them here in the final game, and that's the buzzer beater. That is good night. Almost BS are tonight's Rewind Gaming 3v3 weekly winner, and they have earned it so well.
Indeed they have, and you know what, Neon carriage, you've got to give them props. You know, they had a very nice couple of series here, and they had themselves a very decent shout into the dark. You know, it was basically just down to a couple of small mistakes again towards that last game right there. It kind of fell apart for them, sadly, but in this case, it doesn't matter. Almost BS were on track to win this one, and indeed they will become your champions here. The Rewind Gaming $45 3v3 weekly number 23.
And what a good one it was. But guys, that is it. We're done. We're out and over. But you can still donate over. Just get using that $1 donation code. We're currently $8 off. And like I said, if we can get it within a small little window, I'll try and force Poison to keep on open. We'll be able to give a little runners-up prize to Neon as well, because they definitely deserve it. They put on such a good show tonight. But guys, that is it from us. Make sure you follow Twitch. Make sure you go follow over on Twitter. Make sure you come join our little Discord community here. It's great. I mean, I think Poison's been bragging about it before, but Rewind Gaming is the largest EU community org out there, and you can see why, because it's such a great community to get part of. But that is it from me and Jay tonight. I've been Digital Bacon. You can find me here on Twitch. You can also find me over on Twitter. Where can we find you, Jay?
At Switch Jamie on Twitter, and that is probably about it. Honestly, my Twitch does not really stream that much at all.
But still, it's good to just, Twitter's the main one, ain't it? But that is it for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the 23rd Rewind Gaming 3v3 weekly. We hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Good night.